That was that was not that was not porn. Everybody be cool, all right? There's only 20 people watching. 32 people. Oh god, okay. We're never gonna be able to keep this secret. Oh, there's too many people in on this. Wow. Uh that's never happened to me before. Well, what the heck,
Million. Same
dude?
lead in.
Is this guy's did this guy just prank me? Oh god. Say it's satire. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Finland. It's satire. Those were like a joke as what a boob would be. All right? That's everybody be chill. Come on. Um yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm not sure why I'm having audio issues and connectivity issues right now. Everything should be working just fine. I mean, I just updated my Mac to the Tahoe thing that came out in September. But all right, guys, I'm just gonna try and move past that. I don't know what to do. You're 5 years old, Clarence Mumford. What are you doing on this? This is all right, guys. I'm sorry that I've stolen your collective innocence. Um, Believe me, I try not to show you guys traumatizing things like the nude female form, and I only try to show you positive, good stuff like going through the Epstein files in painstaking detail. But I guess today we accidentally did something here. I'm confused though. Like what? Why? Why did that happen? Did I type it in wrong? I must have. I must have. Let me type it in another. Let me because I do want to see this if it is in fact real. It had a S. It's a HTTPS. It's supposed to be safe. Seeing stone. Oh yeah, I can already see the thing is gonna pop up again. .netlify. Netlify? I'm spelling it right. .app. All right, and I'm not doing it in this thing in this same window this time. And it's loading. It's gone to just netlify.app. Now it's just a white screen. All right. I mean, that's better. I wish that had happened before instead of what did happen. I don't think so. I think I typed it in right. I think the only difference was I didn't put a slash at the end. Could that be? Could that potentially be? Anyway, okay, well, what the heck? Like, this guy was like, you can follow along. I got a whole thing. And then what happens? Oh, seeing-stone-network.netlify.app. Okay, hang on. I'll try that, but I'm not going to try it in this window. Netlify. Oh, it worked. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. I don't know what happened there. Guys. Okay, whatever. But okay, so here we go. The Seeing Stone. So this guy actually built a website here. Oh, that's cool. I must have typed it in wrong. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it was the right link all along. Yeah, maybe. Maybe all of the billionaires had bought every other potential way you could type in. Okay, too much. Okay, oh wait, all right. All right, cool. So we got a little crazy board here. Love it, love that. Node types, person, platform, media, company, government, ideology. Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. People are blue. And what am I trying to see? You know, I do want to see what his 7 billionaires were. Presumably not Jared Kushner. Okay, I can move them around here. Let me try to rearrange these. Hang on. Let's get this all nice and big for you guys. Oh, that's cool as hell. So when I click on it, it gives me like a bunch of sources and stuff. Yo, how sick is that, guys? That's so sick. I wish it didn't just like get my channel banned. I guess I'll, you know what? I can edit it out of the stream afterwards. Yeah, I can do that. I think we're okay. Wait, Alex Karp. Hang on, he's a person. Why is he red? Media? Wait a second. Alex Karp is media? Now, it is a little bit hard, I will say. It is a little hard to see who's connected to what. Alex Karp's connected to quite a lot of things here. All right. Gang. I'm still a little bit frazzled. This, what website is that? Bro, I think you're going to have to find it out yourself. But no, I'm just kidding. Here's the link. Trump admin. Okay, so, all right, so it's linking all the people who are Trump admin. And what do the colors of the connector strings mean? Stargate LLC, is it Trump admin? Yeah, some of this shit I don't know about. Let's Stargate LLC. The convergence point. 500 billion AI infrastructure. Oh, hang on. Okay, you guys can't see that. Okay. Gang, I'm just gonna take a second to breathe here. This is a scary moment for me. I've never broken the law before. I've also never seen a nude woman. I've never even seen a nude man. I've never even seen myself nude. I've been nude. I just don't look out of politeness and respect. And because I want to go to heaven one day, I guess that's out the window. Get up to heaven. They're like, no, you saw boobs. We told you. The Bible's very clear about this. Don't look at those things. They will make you evil. And you know what, guys? It's true. I can already feel the process happening, the metamorphosis taking place. Well, anyways, as long as you type in his website correctly, I think that guy seems cool, and his his site is good. The 7 nodes.
First, we have prediction markets that manufacture consensus. We have platforms
social media,
that are
media
controlling distribution to 600 million users.
I do kind of want to know what his 7 billionaires are. But yeah, I mean, I think we could pretty much guess it, right? Maybe David Sachs, definitely Teal, for sure. Teal, gotta be Teal. Then we got, who's over here? Singularity, SpaceX. Where's Musk? Musk has got to be around here somewhere. Kushner, really? Would you put Kushner up there? Reid Hoffman, yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's like PayPal Mafia guy, right? Mark Andreessen, David Ellison. Sorry, I don't know if you guys can read this. Yeah, I guess not. That's like very small. Peter Thiel, Mark Andreessen, David Ellison, Reid Hoffman, for sure. I don't think this guy's a billionaire. Oh, here's Elon Musk. That's 5. Alex Karp, is he a billionaire? I'm not sure that he is, but I'll put him up there. Kushner, I mean, I guess Kushner's a powerful billionaire. I have such a hard time taking him seriously. Oh, Shane Copland. I don't actually know this guy, but apparently he's the Polymarket CEO. Seems like he was going somewhere with that. Oh, and Larry Ellison. This guy's like rich as fuck. Well, it's got to be 7 of those 9, right? Keith Rebois. Anyway, gang. David Sachs. Oh, did I get David Sachs up there? Because he's government now. What's he doing there again? Is he like the AI czar or something? Anyway, cool. I like that this guy I like that he made a website. I like that he was like, gang, my YouTube video is not going to be enough. You got to have a visual aid. And I really appreciate that. As a visual learner myself, I think that's cool. All right. Okay. That's enough about this guy. Reptarus are nice though. He seems legit. I'll have to check out more of his stuff, and I will be very careful to click on any of his links. Oh, he's got a video on White Kids You Know? Oh, nice. Billionaires shouldn't exist. Yeah, this guy seems awesome. Video essays laced with parenting advice. Okay. All right. I'm into it. Oh, yeah. MBS, more Gulf State guys. Yeah, I mean, like, I guess people just don't really know about them. But, I mean, the 7 billionaires who control America. He doesn't say the 7 American billionaires, does he? So, yeah. Yeah, I do have my own, here's my, like, PayPal Mafia reptilians list, and like he mentioned the Founders Fund. I show my like Epstein list all the time on here, but hello, why is my mouse not working? Okay, we're good. I've also got a list of everyone with Peter Thiel connections, and I've got all of these Founders Fund guys and companies. Is that it? No. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of Thiel Fellow. Yeah, because I've done like a bunch of digging to see who has these connections to Thiel. Oh yeah, the Thiel Fellowship is like this. So yeah, look at all these fucking people who are Thiel Fellowship. I don't know if you guys can even see that, but yeah. So I have like all of these kind of dudes here that were like young, promising, mostly like young, white, edgy men that Peter Thiel was like, hey, I'd like to give you a lot of money. Here you go. It's part of you're a Thiel Fellow. And like I have them in this list that automatically highlights for me with one of my apps called Highlight This. So yeah, I have my reptilians. So a lot of times I'll just be like reading an article, especially if it's like something to do with tech, and like somebody's name will be highlighted in green, and I'm like, oh shit, they're fucking Thiel. They're a Thiel connected. Yeah, gotta be your favorite brand of reptilians? Really? All right. Okay. Red Scare Ladies for sure. Yeah. Oh yeah, what is good? Particularly Trevor Moore. Very noited. All right, gang. I'm gonna try and just get back into the swing of things. Don't go back in the thing. If you showed up late, don't watch it over. Start from here. I don't know how to communicate that to you exactly, but yeah, we can't do that. Okay. You know what? Before I move on, let me just quickly search this for no reason. What to do if I accidentally show boobs on stream? YouTube. What to do? Just hypothetical. Nudity and sexual content policy. Okay, we're finding out together. Explicit content meant to be sexually gratified, not allowed on YouTube. Okay, but this isn't really what I was looking for. What happens? We will remove the content, send you an email to let you know. Excuse me. No, I specifically need to know for a live stream. Oh, on Steam. No, that's not what I'm going to say. Live stream. Okay, is nudity allowed on YouTube? I mean, I know that it's not. I think I have to delete my channel to be safe. Oh yeah. Wait, what about Trevor Moore? I mean, Trevor Moore is like big into conspiracies. If you watch like Whitest Kids You Know, there's a lot of stuff with Trevor Moore where he gets into like moon landing was a hoax, JFK was killed by LBJ, 9/11 was an inside job. He was definitely, a conspiratorial guy. Yeah, right. I feel like if I just edit the VOD, I should be I'll do that. I'll happily do that. That's easy. But it's just do it. Like I want to know if I have to do anything else. But okay, no, I think I'm fine. I think I'm making too big a deal of it. I think I'm overthinking it, and I should just continue on with the stream as I was going to do. So, What I was originally planning to do, gang, was I wanted to talk a little bit about Bohemian Grove. I've got a no, he was like, I don't think he was like a bad guy or anything. Like, yeah, I love Trevor Moore. I think he's hilarious, and I'm pretty sure we're all kind of like, anointed in some way up around these parts. I certainly am. I'm not always like debunking conspiracies, but like, here I'll show you one of his things. Although this might get my channel copyright struck. But whatever. I'm already on fucking thin ice over here. This is from his High in Church comedy special he did. It was like a lot of songs. But here, I'll just play this for a second. Sorry, I just realized you guys. I put away. I moved away from YouTube. Hang on. How's this? So, kitty history. Let's look at the JFK stuff. Little kitty JFK. JFK by Kitty Lyndon Johnson. So this is what it bugs me about, because there's a few sketches where Trevor Moore implies that it was LBJ that killed JFK, Lyndon B. Johnson, and yeah, I guess Tom of Finland. I think you said you were reading like a book about LBJ. I think this is a dumb. I don't like this theory of JFK's assassination personally. Actually, this is the one that like Roger Stone has been really, promoting. I don't know if he was the original guy that put that forward, but I think like early in Roger Stone's career as like a fucking, disinformation propagandist, I don't think LBJ did it. But so he's, but he says he's okay. JFK's killed by Lyndon Johnson. So I don't agree with that. I mean, who knows? Maybe he did. Maybe he was like, I want to be president. The CIA. Then Lyndon doubled down on Kitty. And so this is more of the left wing version of the theory, where like a lot of people are like, oh, JFK was actually like a dove, and he wanted peace with the world, and he was like almost like basically like a communist. He was like really chill with Castro and Khrushchev, and he would never have done anything bad, and he would never have gotten further into Vietnam, which I also don't really agree with, but I like where it's coming from. I think people way overestimate what a dove JFK was, but he ran. Remember, if you watch his like fucking famous debate with Richard Nixon in 1960, or was it 59? No, 60. He has this debate with Nixon where like he demolishes him, and everyone was like, oh, JFK won that debate. And I think it was like one of the first televised debate, maybe the first televised debate. And like JFK looks like young and handsome, and Nixon is like sweating and looks fucking off. It looks like Richard Nixon. Anyway, excuse me. But like in that debate, he's like criticizing Nixon and Nixon's policy towards Cuba from the right. Like he was a politician. He was like a fucking rich kid, whatever, maybe he seems pretty good for a U.S. president, but I don't think he was going to, first televised debate. Okay. I thought so. First one ever. Yeah. People were kind of like blown away by it. They're like, whoa, now I know who to vote for. And like people think that, that debate had a lot to do with him winning. And it was a narrow win. It was a very close margin of victory that JFK had there. It was kind of an upset, similar in a lot of ways to Trump winning, where like no one was predicting this would happen. And yeah, anyway, we are talking about this. So yeah, let me keep going here. So yeah, Lyndon doubled down on Vietnam. Obviously, like LBJ did a lot of great things as president, civil rights shit, like. Not a total piece of shit, but like Vietnam is what he will be remembered for, getting into the war, sending all these troops off to die for fucking no reason other than a, irrational fear of communism and appeasing the American elite and the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Like really fucking brutal. I would compare that to like Biden's like treatment of Gaza. Where Biden did a lot of good stuff as president, like particularly with labor shit, but he will be remembered for Gaza, for his brutal inaction and like encouragement of a genocide. Anyway, so to go back to JFK, the theory is they had to kill JFK because he was like, I don't like the CIA and blah, 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 breaking into a million pieces. Oh, yeah, don't worry. We'll get into the Grove soon. This part's, well, I'm not going to say it's true, but this one I more believe.
Did so darn well that his career got a push. A kitty named George H.W. Bush.
Okay, so George H.W. Bush famously cannot remember where he was the day that JFK was killed. This is like one of those things, it's like 9/11 or something. Like, it was a defining event for a generation where it's like everyone remembers where they were that day. And George H.W. Bush is just like, I was in Dallas. I don't remember. It's like, you were in Dallas? Like where he was killed? Like, what the fuck? What do you mean where you don't remember where you were? How can that be? He's like, I don't know. And at the time, so, they're talking about how, he's CIA. That's actually not totally confirmed. He was an oil guy at the time. Later, he did become the, head of the CIA and he did work for the CIA for sure. But the oil industry in Texas, like the oil industry in a lot of places, the oil industry in Texas is so intertwined with the CIA in the 60s. When you look at look at anybody who's working in the oil business around this time, yeah, that guy's was probably CIA. In fact, it's been kind of funny, like sort of like confusing with CIA researchers, JFK researchers, people who are trying to get to the bottom of this, because anytime someone is involved in oil, like Lee Harvey Oswald, one of his friends is this guy, George de Mohrenschildt, I think his name is. Anyway, he was a oil guy, but then it turned out he was also CIA. And I was like, what the fuck? And that actually might be something. But another one is Clay Shaw, who they talk about in the JFK movie Oliver Stone did. He was an oil guy, and then what's that fucking guy's name? Jim Garrison. He was like accusing him of being like, this guy's a gay and he's fucking CIA and he's evil. He's accusing him of these like Eyes Wide Shut, basically like parties. And the guy's like, what the fuck? But then it turned out like that theory is like, no one believes that anymore. That was a complete bullshit. But that dude actually did turn out to have CIA ties. Anyway, so this is, there is a whole thing. We could get into that too. There is a whole thing where there was another George Bush working for the CIA at the time. And the CIA is like, no, that was he was a janitor. And it's like, well, why was he getting called into these fucking high level meetings? So yeah, I do sort of, I think it's not unreasonable to suggest that George H.W. Bush was involved for a New American Century.
Bush has got to finish the Saudis' mission.
Project for a New American Century. So this was in 2000. CIA, whatever, the U.S. Government, State Department was like, okay, we had just had an American century. After World War II, at least, we became like the global superpower. We got to do this again. And this is Project for the New American Century, as well as, what's it called? Why am I drawing a blank on this? Northwoods, I think. Yeah, Project Northwoods, which was during JFK's time, are two big, fucking unredacted, released pieces of CIA shit that lead people to theorize about a lot of false flag events, but most notably maybe 9/11. Bugliosi, I don't know what to think of that guy, because I didn't read the whole thing. That thing is a fucking tome. He wrote a book about what the heck was it called? I don't know. I can forget. But he wrote a book about JFK, the JFK assassination, where he's like, it 100% was not a conspiracy. Come on, guys. It wasn't. And it was like, it was like based on a mock trial he did, because he's a lawyer. He's the lawyer who, prosecuted Manson. And So first thing I read of his was that book about JFK, and then I read Chaos by Tom O'Neill. Realized he was like this fucking insane dude. That's whatever. I don't know. Like the way he comes off in that book, he's like he doesn't care what's true. He just wants to win, and he will spin lies and tell a whole completely fake story. Helter Skelter is his other book about Charles Manson murders. I believe that is still the highest grossing true crime book ever written. Yeah, he's definitely is weirdly defensive, and like, yeah, he takes anybody poking holes in like the theory as like a personal attack. Anyway, that's good. Listen, and you know, like, okay, I will say I don't believe everything that Trevor Moore believed. R.I.P. by the way. Hilarious dude. Sucks that he died so young. But I don't believe everything that he believes. I believe some of what he believes. But I do think he was coming from a good place, and I think he was like, you know, he was looking for the truth. And like his theory, the theories that he got very invested in were like very I feel like empowering conspiracy theories, as opposed to conspiracy theories like QAnon or Pizzagate, things like that, where it's like we actually have, like, instead of having, what I'm trying to say is, instead of theories where it's like, oh, Donald Trump is actually amazing and like a genius and so good, and any kind of conspiracy theory where you look at an elite person and you imbue them with like all this fucking power over you, and you assume the best out of them and stuff, I think that shit is lame. Partially, like why I sort of disagree with the posthumous reappraisal of Kennedy. But whatever. I like the theories where it's like, I hate the government and the government's evil. Those are the good ones. Because even when they're wrong, they're also kind of right. You know what I'm talking about? Oh yeah, did you read you read Chaos and then Helter Skelter, and the Ed Sanders from the Fugs book and the Jeff Gwynne book, and then reread Chaos. Okay. Interesting. That sounds a little confusing, but okay. And what do you think about Chaos? Chaos is, I like Chaos. Best narrative about Manson with the Bugliosi presented theory is Diane Lake's memoir. She was the youngest in their gang. She thinks he decided she was too immature to be part of it. Okay. Interesting. Not whatever. Would you make a video about this in the style of your JFK video? Sorry, do you mean a video about Trevor Moore's Kitty history? Or something else? Yeah. No, I got that you meant Charlie there. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've definitely read a lot of kind of conspiratorial shit about the Manson family. I read Programmed to Kill by Dave McGowan. Has anybody read that? Because like I wanted to like it, and I really didn't like it that much, to be honest with you. He's I don't know. It really reads, I mean, like, not to be a snob, like I know the guy was like not a, professional writer, right? Like he was like a contractor, but like it did really read like a self-published book. It was not, I did not think it was well written or the argument was well constructed. Parts of it I thought were very intriguing, but yeah. Family of Secrets. Is that about the Bushes? I haven't. So that's one big theory that the Manson family was. They were in. So I think part of it is they're in Haight-Ashbury in San Francisco. It's like this hippie whatever neighborhood that like a lot of CIA shit was going on over there, because that's where a lot of people were doing acid, and that's where Charles Manson happened to be. So I'm not super. Oh, he did? No way. I didn't know that. Okay, does he talk about Programmed to Kill in Chaos? I would love to read his critique of it. But yeah, I mean, Like the thing about the CIA MK Ultra connection to Manson is that like even before you read Chaos or like Program to Kill or anything, if all you know is, oh, Manson might have been a CIA asset or whatever, if you know enough about the Manson case, you'll be like, holy shit, that makes so much sense. Because like this dude Manson, he was giving these people fucking acid and like brainwashing them and getting them to do what he go and kill people for him. That was like the whole fucking goal of MK Ultra. And when he was on trial, he had like his followers would come to the trial and they were like, everybody's like, what the fuck is up with these guys? And it's like, oh, was he like a successful version of MK Ultra, which, as far as we know from the records that we have, seems to just be completely failures at every step? Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, Tom, Finland. I will definitely check that out. Yes, I have seen the documentary on Netflix, the Chaos one, you mean, the Errol Morris one. I liked it. I like Errol Morris. Manson was also giving him lots of speed. Yeah. He was giving him acid. He's giving him speed. Yeah, I mean, like, I do think it's interesting. And there's also a particular dude from the Manson story, from the Manson story. No, what am I talking about? There's a guy, what's his name? Jolly on West, Louis Jolly on West, who, guys, you get me so off topic here. I don't have anything prepared, but I could talk about MK Ultra for a while. I went deep down the rabbit hole on this a few years ago. Anyway, Jolly on West, he was a CIA guy. He worked with MK Ultra in the 50s, early 60s, and possibly later. And he claimed that he didn't know he was doing work for the CIA. He was just getting money from them and doing experiments. But I believe there are some CIA fucking what's it called? Like official CIA documents we have that show him specifically talking to the CIA and be like, I need more. Hello CIA, it's me, Jolly on West. Anyway, he was like very close by to what's it called? Haight-Ashbury. He was in Haight-Ashbury. He worked at the University of Oklahoma, so a lot of shit in the Timothy McVeigh theories. If you read Aberration in the Heartland of the Real, they get into some Jolly on West shit, Jolly West. But hang on. I think I can show you guys something. I have this saved somewhere. Kitty history somewhere out in the stars. Ba 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 ba. Yes, okay, I got it. One sec. Sorry, I know you guys can't see what I'm doing. I'm getting this link from a Facebook conversation I had with another one of my anointed friends. So check this out. So this is got this from Internet Archive. Oh, here we go. Hang on. And this is Jolly West. This is a bunch of Jolly West shit. Oh, yeah. A video going over conspiracies about the Bush family. Oh, yeah, I mean, that would be cool. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. I hadn't thought about doing that, but that would be cool. Is that thing to Finland? Did you just mention a book that was about the whatever? Okay, so anyway, so here's 70 pages of, approved for release, whatever you might think about this, limited hangout shit, about Jolly West. And what's this? Oh, another thing about Jolly West, feeding right into the JFK shit, was he was the official psychiatric examiner of Jack Ruby, the guy who killed Lee Harvey Oswald. Right. Yes, there you go. Family of Secrets. Yes. Yeah, I haven't read that, but I would definitely be curious. So this is a report from Jolly West about his psychiatric evaluation of Jack Ruby. And a lot of people say, like, well, I mean, a lot of people point out, I think, that like this dude, this fucking guy, Jack Ruby seemed like a weird dude, but he could talk and he was fine. But then Jolly West had a meeting with him, and then right after that, he was just totally nuts. He went totally insane. So here's a fucking thing. 4 days ago, Dr. Smith requested that I come to Dallas today to see Mr. Ruby briefly and to testify at a hearing tomorrow regarding the possible value of further psychiatric studies. Hypnosis and intravenous sodium pentothal were included among possible techniques to provide further information concerning Mr. Ruby's state of mind at the time he shot Lee Harvey Oswald on 24th of November, 1963. So that's fucking MK Ultra shit. Hypnosis and drugs? What's sodium pentothal? What is that? I'm not sure what that is. Every time I fucking type something into Google, I have flashbacks to seeing boobs. The most traumatic thing of my life. A rapid onset, short-acting barbiturate general anesthetic. Okay. It's not like a psychedelic or anything. But it's interesting. Yeah, right? Like, I mean, I think that there's like something to it. Like, there's like different theories about MK Ultra shit, right? And I think that they're all partially true. There's the sort of like, if you read Naomi Klein's book, Shock Doctrine, or, you know, like there's a lot of books that have this sort of theory that's like the torture theory. Talking about hometown hero, Montreal legend, Ewan Cameron, guy who did a bunch of horrific fucking experiments on people. Ewan Cameron. Oh, there's a lot of people named Ewan Cameron. Wow, I thought that was like a weird name. No, it's not. How do you fucking... Which one is he? Wow. No. Physician? No. Is that it? No. He was a fucking guy, Ewan Cameron. Am I spelling it wrong? Am I spelling this wrong? Australian businessman. House of Lords. Oh, this is so annoying. How is this not the most important Ewan Cameron? How important is Scotland, really? Oh, is his name Donald Ewan Cameron? Oh, well, my bad. Okay. I've always been calling him Ewan Cameron. But yeah, this dude, he was like a big shot psychiatrist. And he actually, you know, the fucking Nuremberg trials, he was really big, so big during that time that he went to Nuremberg. Yeah, Nuremberg trials. He went here to be like an official expert witness about like which one of these Nazis really, you know, there's one guy, Rudolf Hess, sorry. Hermann Hesse wrote Siddhartha. Rudolf Hess was the Nazi guy from Auschwitz. And he was like, oh, I don't remember. I'm crazy. I don't remember anything. And then turned out that Hess later confessed he'd faked the amnesia. But they brought him in. Anyway, so he was like a pretty important dude for the Nuremberg trials and how this all went. And like, that's all fine. I don't know. Don't really have an issue with how he did that. But then after this, he did a bunch of shit that are like, that's like, oh, dude, you're like as bad or worse than most of the Nazis that you were fucking like condemning. Where he was in Montreal, where I am, at McGill University, and he was getting CIA money from MK Ultra. He was using to experiment on people, and he was like, basically what he'd do is somebody come in and be like, no, I feel sad, and he'd be like, oh, you know what you need to be my patient, and what we do around here at the Ewan Cameron office is we tie you up, we put a blindfold on you, we force feed you LSD for days at a time, we bring you food at staggered hours of the day, make it so that you can't tell what time it is, if it's day or night, put you in a closed room, yada, 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 total sensory deprivation, and we're going to try and brainwash you. And if that was ever the goal, it was unsuccessful. They were never able to actually brainwash someone, by which I mean make someone believe something that you want them to believe. So like what the CIA was ostensibly trying to do was like, hey, you, I want you to go and kill RFK Jr. or whatever. And then RFK Jr. or like Sirhan would be like, I'm brainwashed. Okay, I'll do it. total failure on that front. Never was able to do it. But he was able to reduce people to like blank slates, make them like completely destroy them emotionally. And so the theory, sorry, this took me way too long to get to, but the theory from Naomi Klein and Magar, I'll thank you so much for the money. Yay. Money, yum, 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 ow, ow, ow. Hang on, I'll get to this in 1 second, just to finish my thought here. There is a theory that MK Ultra was never about actually brainwashing people. It was always about learning new torture techniques, which Ewan Cameron, the results of his research were incorporated into CIA torture training manual. You can see in like the CIA torture training manual, it says like, based on the studies by a Montreal psychiatrist, we know that if you sleep deprive someone, yada, 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 yada. Anyway, guys, okay, listen. Okay, you put me on something that one of my hyperfixations, and now I'm a little bit off track. We're here. Okay, serious question. Do you think world intel agencies might have a hand in the whole AI psychosis phenomenon? Ooh, that's really interesting. I can't imagine they haven't taken notice. I don't know. I guess I would have to, like, that would be so fucked up if that's true. I've seen people theorize about it. I don't know. I'm leaning on the side of the AI psychosis thing where like AI tells someone that they're like the Messiah and encourages them to kill their mom or something like that. Like, I do think it's very possible that that's just a fucking like consequence of this careless, guardrail free way that AI is being developed. But I mean, I will say, like I have to imagine that world intel agencies or whoever is, in control anymore. I have to imagine that a lot of powerful groups have taken notice of the AI psychosis and the potential, possibility for that to be used for a certain purpose. I would say that seems more likely to me. I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, I think that like the 60s, right? Like we know so much about this clandestine operations in the 60s. We know about MK Ultra, right? We know about, all these CIA operations trying to kill Castro. There's been so much fucking focus on the 60s, probably mainly because of JFK's assassination. We know a lot about the CIA, and I think that like it's easy to assume that the CIA is still doing that type of shit post church committee hearings. And like, I'm not saying the CIA is like good now. Fuck no. Actually, I hate when people say that. Oh, that was in the 60s, man. They're probably not doing that now. No, they're still fucking evil, just as evil. But I do think that the CIA is less powerful. Like, I think they kind of like, I think they blew their load too close to the sun. That's not an expression, but you get what I mean. Like, I think that they kind of got caught. They kind of got found out. And while they're still a marginally useful group for doing shit like this, I think that the global elite, the corporate, the power elite in the C. Wright Mills sense of the word, has found other avenues to use, and the CIA left a bad taste in their mouth after a certain point in time. Has anybody read a Seth Harp's book, the Fort Bragg Hotel? The Fort Bragg Hotel. No, that's not what it's called. The Fort Bragg Cartel. Fort Bragg Cartel. It is about the special forces, and I feel like the special forces, and he sort of talks about this in the book. Special forces are the guys that like are doing a lot of these fucking, extrajudicial killings and shit. They basically function as a like drug cartel. Such a good book, so messed up. Highly recommend. Oh yeah, you're just typing about this book. Yeah, really, really good. One of the probably that would be my book of the year for 2024. Probably that would be the best. That would be the best book I read in sorry, 2025. That was 2025. That would be the best book that I read in 2025 that was written in 2025 for sure. Highly recommend if you're interested in this stuff. Really, you've never? You grew? Oh my God. Okay, Sick G Man, you gotta check it out. It's so fucking crazy. It goes over like this whole psychology that these guys have, where like their whole life, these special forces guys, they do all they fucking do these assassinations and shit, and they get so fucked up in the head, and they're given like amphetamines to stay awake long periods of time, and they're all alcoholics and drug addicts, and then they have they have back in Fort Bragg, they have all these basically like drug cartels. Like it's literally like a cartel, like you would think of when you hear the word cartel, like a Mexican cartel, but it's all American soldiers, and they're like dealing drugs, and they're all like fucking completely PTSD fucked. There's so many fucked up things. One part of the book that is lodged in my memory is about a dog that these guys had that they replaced its teeth with like metal teeth so it could chew through human bone and brain and whatever flesh, and it was just, anyway. Sorry, so that's pretty fucked up, but like anyway, yeah, very good book. Yeah, they took over the covert shit that the CIA used to, and I think that it's like it's not even just them. I think that there have always been ways for elite, powerful people to use government agencies or other things to do what they want. I think that a lot of shit right now is digital. Yeah, controversial opinion. I think digital is important, but I think like digital shit, like for example, Google. Google is like I saw somebody talking about Sergey Brin and what the fuck is his name? Page. Anyway, but like Google is like a military fucking, op basically. They work with the government all the time, the military, and they're like I think that a lot of surveillance shit is done through just everything that we use, everything that we're forced to use. You're forced to have a fucking Gmail account. We all use Google Maps. And even if you don't use Google Maps, you probably have used Uber. You probably have had an Android phone. You've probably had something connected to Google. Like Google can track you. Google knows where you are. Google knows when you fucking order late night food. Google knows when you have a one night stand. Google can tell, oh, well, this person's phone went to a bar and met up with this person's phone who they've never met before. And they went home together and they did all this shit. And then they blah, 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 blah. It's like, yeah, that's all. Like, that's like we live in a fucking digitally fully surveilled world. And yeah, I do think that like a lot of the, Fort Bragg, where like special forces, as Seth Harper writes about, definitely like an arm of this kind of group. But like a lot of fucking, a lot of shit is, sorry. Oh boy, I was on a roll there for a second and now I can't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, no, but I think a lot of shit's privatized now. You get Palantir, which honestly, I think people, I mean, obviously, like I think Peter Thiel is incredibly dangerous, and like I have a whole fucking spreadsheet dedicated to tracking his fucking movements. Like I'm not saying that like he's not somebody to worry about, but I think people overestimate the danger of Palantir when it's like, no, Google, dude. Google knows everything about you. Google knows everything about you. There's a you can find a page on Google where it tells you like a lot of the stuff that it knows about you, and it'll know shit about you that you're like, how the fuck did you know that? And you can delete it. You can be like, don't consciously know this about me, please. Like have this, put this like, and it'll be like, okay, we'll delete it from this page that we show you, but they still have it. They know about you, man. They know about all the fucking porn you've been watching. They know about all the fucking things you've been doing, the places you've been spending a lot of time in that you didn't think anybody noticed. They noticed. They got a fucking algorithm for that shit. And yeah, I mean, Sergey Brin for sure. Yeah, and Page for sure. Absolutely. Epstein contacts. Anyway, gang. That's all. So that stuff. Listen, you guys are really. You guys. You know what? You know what I like about you guys is you guys are my people. You going right into this shit that I like to talk about. So I'm normally when I try to talk to people about this, they try to change the subject. So I appreciate you guys being on the same page here. But yes, I use Google Pixel with every Google app I'm cooked. Me too. I got a Google Pixel too. Because I've always fucking hated Apple, but like Google's bad. There's a book by Yasha Levine, I think. No, not Yasha Levine. What's his name? Surveillance Valley is the one I'm thinking of. Yes. Oh, it is by Yasha Levine. Okay, that is the guy. But yeah, this book has like it goes into the way that the military is like completely in sync with the internet. From the very beginning, ARPA, whatever. Like if I just read the summary here. A visionary intelligence officer, William Godel, realized that the key to winning the war in Vietnam was not outgunning the enemy, but using new information technology to understand their motives and anticipate their movements. This idea, using computers to spy on people in groups perceived as a threat, drove ARPA to develop the internet in the 1960s and continues to be at the heart of the modern internet we all know and use today. As Levine shows, surveillance wasn't something that suddenly appeared on the internet and like ruined it. It was woven into the fabric of the technology itself. And like, that is so true. Like, there's a chilling part of this book where it's some Google engineer being like, yeah, we tried adding a feature where Google would guess your next thought. Oh, it's pronounced like girdle. Okay, sorry. I just read, okay? Girdle. William Girdle. That's fun, Girdle. William Snood. But anyway, sorry, the thing I'm saying is that this Google engineer was like, yeah, we tried to do a thing where Google would guess what the person was thinking. Like we would actually guess what the next page they were going to visit would be and what thing that they're going to click on. And we didn't roll it out because, not because it didn't work. It did work. It's just people found it disturbing. I don't know. I might be misquoting that, but anyway, yeah. I guess it looks like some people have read this one. Yeah, I've heard this before. That's upsetting, and that's like a military-based town. Oh yeah, Air Force Base, obviously. Eglin, is it? So like there's fucking. Yeah, okay. Hacker News. The Reddit community managers cheerfully announced. Hang on. Eglin. There we go. Oh, it's the most Reddit addicted city? Eglin Air Force Base, Florida. So it's like, there's. Oh, sorry, guys. Dang it. Oh, I thought you guys could see what I was doing. But yeah, this is like an official Reddit from the Reddit blog in 2013. The most Reddit addicted city, Eglin Air Force Base, Florida. I'm not sure if that's still the case, but it's very funny that they just kind of cheerfully posted this as if it was a fun fact. Fun fact, the government's using our website to run a massive psyop on you. Yeah, no, shit's fucked. And like, what I'm saying is, like, I don't even think, like, yeah, the government for sure, the Air Force bases, yada, 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 they all have their fucking fingers in shit. But what concerns me about that is that they're controlled by the corporate power elite. Now, I think we could have, like, MK Ultra shit or, like, whatever kind of fucking, I don't know, clandestine, spooky stuff you're talking about from private corporations. Like, I think that, like, Palantir is never going to reveal its fucking books to us. Google doesn't have to do that. You can't submit a FOIA request to, fucking Reddit or whatever. Like, you just have to, live with what you get. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is something that I think about a lot and makes me extremely paranoid about the fucking modern world. I wish I knew more about fucking privacy online and being better about like OPSEC and disguising my activity. I've tried using Tor, the fucking Tor browser, although fucking Levine talks a lot about Tor as well and how that is also Tor was created for the CIA and they started rolling it out to other people being like, well, it's very private, but if other people use it, but if we're the only ones using it, then it's easy to try. Oh, this is CIA activity. So they tried to get other people involved in it. However, it does seem to be that if you use Tor, the government can't track you. They can track your entrance and exit node, but they can't see what your activity is. Which I do find that appealing, but Tor is slow and I don't know. I'm still using Chrome. I don't know. I should probably get on Opera or some shit. Anyway, there's a weird 1970s paranoid thriller called Winter Kills that ends in a giant surveillance database. I mean, we're living in a fucking, what am I talking about? We're living in a world where, I don't know, things are bad, for lack of a better word. All right. We're living in a sci-fi dystopia. Okay. Now, listen, guys, far be it from me to promote Alex Jones here. I don't like Alex Jones. I think he's sucks. But nonetheless, this is the only place I could find this video on. This is the full 2024 Bohemian Grove cremation of care ceremony. And this guy, Dancer Co., he's like I don't know how old he is. He looks like he's like 19 years old or something. He's a kid. Oh no, I am following him. What am I doing? He put up a series of very cool videos on his YouTube channel, and then he had to take them all down because Bohemian Grove threatened him legally. So I can't show you this, unfortunately, on his page.
I did get a letter in the mail from San Francisco, California.
Is he at Bohemian Grove in this video? Maybe, I don't know.
Bohemian Club, Weaving Spiders, coming out here, San Francisco. Dear Mr. So-and-so. It's the real mail, guys.
Look, he's like, it's real, look, and he censors it.
It's crazy.
Anyway, so he deleted all his Bohemian Grove shit. But, there's been various people have snuck into Bohemian Grove over the years. A few of them have taken video. Some have just kind of reported back what happened. Alex Jones famously was the first person to record on video the cremation of care ceremony. But his video is he was shooting it on mini DV cameras, the kind I used at least in my 2007 high school film class, kind of big, not very secret, not they're not great quality. It's all very shaky. But this dude, I mean, I don't know what camera he snuck in. Maybe this was just like an iPhone or something, but the footage looks amazing. And he was able to get pretty fucking close to the ceremony itself. So it's a 40-minute long video. We won't watch the whole thing. I'm gonna skip around a little bit. He's up in the trees, right? Here, let me just see if I can get this better. So Walter Cronkite did the voice of the Owl of Bohemia, which you can see in this shot. It's a little hard to see, but right here, I think you'll see it a little bit better in a second. But he did the voice in the 90s. They got someone live to do the voice, and in the 90s it was Walter Cronkite. In the other periods, they usually pick a like a drama teacher, like a drama, somebody who can do this Shakespearean kind of wise, I guess, wise old owl voice. But no, it's not Walter Cronkite. Is Walter Cronkite still alive? I thought he died. Am I? Walter Cronkite. But yeah, no, they don't cheap out. No, he died in 2009. Okay. yeah, he's been dead for a long time. But no, secret. Yeah, so what was I talking about? Anyway, yeah, let's watch this. So looks like this is the beginning of the cremation of care ceremony. So you can sort of see he's quite a bit closer to the actual owl. When the ceremony takes place, can you guys see my cursor? Yeah, you guys can see my mouse moving around here. I can kind of show you what I'm talking about. But like, so over here you have the owl. So here's the owl of Bohemia, as they call it. Right in front of it is a stage. You can see those steps there. I don't know if you can totally see those, but a couple of steps right where I'm circling there, some lights. And then in front of that is a river. And the ceremony, the people involved in the ceremony are over here. They go over here. And the people watching the ceremony, the 2,000 or so elites who come to this Bohemian Grove ceremony, this is the most important ceremony to the people in the Bohemian Club, the one with the biggest attendance, they will stand on the other side of this lake or river or whatever it is, kind of body of water here, and watch. Now, I think at the start you'll see, and maybe I should get up my boy Domhoff, my boy G. William Domhoff, his website, Who Rules America? This guy's super legit. He's got a big old fucking page about the Bohemian Grove here. Excuse me. If you maybe you saw the stream that I did many months ago about his documentary about Bohemian Grove. But yeah, so here's what happens at the beginning of Bohemian Grove, beginning of the cremation of care ceremony. These guys, they eat together at this kind of, see this kind of weird, I guess, shape, all these tables kind of arranged in like a circle. And what do they call this? They get settled into their camps, yada, yada, yada. Imagine yourself comfortably seated in a beautiful open-air dining hall. It's okay, so beautiful open-air dining hall. You are one of 1,500 men, women not allowed. Okay, I guess it's just called a dining circle. So here's a closer picture. You can see all these, the elite Republican politicians and business class of America sitting in this kind of concentric circles. And I believe you will see that in this video. One second. So this ceremony hasn't really started yet. Let me jump ahead. Hang on. Really? There's one where we can see both bushes? Whoa, that's cool. I know there's a photo from it where you can see what's it called? What? No, what is it? What am I saying? You can see both. You can see Reagan and Nixon sitting at a table together. So they're starting the ceremony. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of the Alex Jones version. All right, okay, this part's where it gets kind of cool. But okay, hang on a minute there. Hang on a second. I do want to see the thing that I was just talking about. I must be thinking of the Alex Jones thing. Hang on. Alex Jones, what's it called? Dark Secrets Inside Bohemian Grove. There it is. Here's the full thing right here.
With symbols of
Where am I thinking of? Yeah, okay, this isn't it either. Sorry, guys. I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, anyway, whatever. So people are eating at this thing. They're eating at these tables, and then the ceremony starts here, and then this big parade of guys in robes and stuff, like everything that you see in the whatever, people making fun of it. They lead a procession towards the lake, and the performers, they go to the left, they go up onto the stage, and the people watching it turn right, and they go to the other side. So we'll see that right here. Look at this. Look at that. So these are the they're called something. Fire bearers? Fellas, that was the gayest shit. Quoting Nixon. Which came first? Eyes Wide Shut or this desperate cry for imagination? Oh, this ceremony is like 150 years old or something. I don't know. It's like from like the 19th century. They took Bohemian Grover off the puppet show. But look at this. Like, this is so much better than the Jones one, right? It's like this was Jones. This is the Jones documentary getting the same shit. Like, look at that. What? Like, this is crazy. And we've got over here, it's like some Roman kind of legionnaires with their little Marvin the Martian thing. Got some guys with bows and arrows. And we have the priests following up in the back. So if you go to Domhoff actually explains all this. Imagine yourself taking part of this. Out of the shadows on one of the hillsides near the dining circle emerges the low, sad sounds of a funeral dirge. They all come through as the procession. So it's a parade, basically. As the procession approaches the dining circle, the dim figures become more distinct, and attention fixes on several men not previously noticed. They are carrying a large wooden box. Upon closer inspection, the box turns out to be an open coffin, and in that coffin is a body, a human body, that looks real enough to be lifelike at a glance, but only an imitation, naturally, made of black muslin wrapped around a wooden skeleton. This is the body of Care, symbolizing the concerns and woes that important men supposedly must bear in their daily lives. It's this guy, Mr. Dull Care, who is to be cremated this first Saturday night of the 2-week encampment of the Bohemian Grove. And I think we will see that. I think. So there's all the Roman knights standing behind the hooded guys. We've got more fire bearers. Skip ahead a little bit. Let me put this on double speed. All right, so they're all there. I guess we didn't see the Dull Care coming in.
May all within the grove be reverent before him. Lift up your heads, O ye trees, and be lift up.
Yeah, we got the someone posted in the Gobcord the 2024 guest list, so I do want to go get into that a little bit too. But yeah.
The elevated spiders. Behold, here is Bohemian's shrine. Behold, we are the pillars of his house. Weaving spiders, come not here.
Weaving spiders, come not here is the official slogan of Bohemia, the whatever Bohemian Club. It's on their here's their whatever seal. Weaving spiders, come not here. This is a quote from Midsummer Night's Dream, and of course the ceremony takes place in the midsummer on a midsummer night, and but the meaning of this is weaving spiders, come not here. When you are a business man, or you're somehow involved in the corporate world, you're a powerful person in America. When you come to Bohemian Grove, we just relax and have fun. We don't talk shop. We don't talk about fucking politics. We don't talk about business. That's the fucking shit. Yeah, here's another like one of their seals on the actual grounds. Weaving spiders come not here. As you can see, like on a lot of their kind of paraphernalia. Weaving spiders come not here. 1872. So actually, it's over 150 years old. Damn. Think of that. Things like 100 and what would that be? 154? 154 years. That's crazy. All right. Let's keep going. And actually, hang on. We can actually look at Domhoff. Domhoff, I think, explains this too. So they go to the new. They move to a new setting from the first place. Once at the lake, the several priests in the body of care go off to the right in the direction of a very large altar. They are accompanied by a cast of 250 elders, torchbearers, shore patrols, fire tenders, production managers, and woodland voices. The major parts in this drama are played by associate or performing members of the club, middle-class men with musical, theatrical, artistic, or literary talents. So yeah, you don't have to be like a whatever billionaire to be a part of the Bohemian Club. You could also just be like a out-of-work actor, and they'll be like, "Hey, would you like to like join our club for free and get to do like a massive budget productions all the time?" Yeah, Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood was a Bohemian Grove guy. Actually, this is kind of funny. If the year 1996, there would be 3 spear carriers doing a little add-on part. They are former President George H.W. Bush, as you may remember from Kitty History, Trevor Moore song, actor Clint Eastwood, and fabled news anchor Walter Cronkite. This part is so lame. They're playing the parts of the Lakeside Frogs, and they are chanting like the frogs in the famous Budweiser TV ads of the 1990s, only they keep croaking, cremation, cremation, cremation. So fucking lame. They're doing this, like the ceremony, like it looks kind of cool. Like it's kind of like, oh, that's kind of neat, right? But then they're doing this fucking beer commercial reference. Like, come on, guys. Like you can tell a lot of it is like they get like actual creative people to help them, and then a lot of it they think of themselves. And they got like, do you guys know the Budweiser commercial? I don't know why this fucking Budweiser commercial had a chokehold on fucking boomers and whatever, Gen X in the 90s. I remember like even as a kid seeing it and being like, what? 1995. It was a Super Bowl commercial. Okay, is this a good commercial? Let's just watch.
Bud. Wines. Bud. Wines. Bud. Bud. Wines. Bud. Wines. Bud. Bud. Wines. Bud. Wines. Bud. Wines. Bud. Wines.
I'm like, that's stupid. I don't know. But people love this. People love this. Yeah, back in the 90s, you only got like 5 memes a year. Yeah. Is this a multiracial situation or a white supremacist situation? It's definitely gotten a little bit more diverse over the years, but I believe they had their first Jewish members in like the 70s, something like that. And like when Domhoff was originally writing his thing on this, I can probably find it in this page. Jewish, yeah. So Domhoff was doing a study on the Bohemian Grove in the 70s, and he talked to a guy from Bohemian Grove, and he's like, for a Bohemian, this was a relatively young guy. He was head of one committee or another, and he said he'd be glad to talk to me. They were clearly worried I might spread misinformation, so figured at this point it was better to talk to me. So I went back to the downtown club. The man had 2 concerns. Number 1, that I would mention there had been no black members. He said there would be 1 or 2 soon. 1 or 2 out of 2,000. And that I would exaggerate the amount of prostitution around the Grove. I already knew from journalists in the area that there was not as much as storytellers claimed. what made all this amusing was, first, that he had no shame that there hadn't even been any Jewish members until a year or two before, and he readily admitted some anti-Semitic comments were made when the first Jewish candidates were proposed. And this was in the early 70s. Excuse me. Second, he regaled me with tales about the amount of drinking that goes on at the Grove, which is hardly an impressive advertisement for it. I mean, okay. But, I mean, says you, Domhoff, I think it's pretty cool. I happen to think drinking is cool. Cheers. Cheers to that. But, yeah, so, I mean, and they have some now, as what Finland said. Yeah, they let Clarence Thomas was there like a couple years ago as a guest of Harlan Crow. Obviously, his fucking, I don't know what to call him that wouldn't be offensive, but his patron, let's call it. But yeah, it's mostly it's all Republicans. Like, here's a crazy fact about Bohemian Grove. Every Republican president in the 20th century attended Bohemian Grove. Every single one. And that would be the case in the 21st century as well, were it not for Trump. Trump is not a Bohemian Grove guy. But every Republican president, every single one, made an appearance at the Bohemian Grove. Teddy Roosevelt was there like early on. Anyway, gang, let's get back to this video. Let's get back to the cremation of care. But these guys in their little red. So, look across the sky, clear midsummer moon. So I think that there's a whole, this guy, Domhoff goes over the cremation of care in like painstaking detail. Where is it? Here we go. So they go, blah, 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 cremation. Okay, so the followers, talking quietly, remarking on the once again perfect grove weather, move to the left so they can observe the ceremony from a green meadow on the other side of the lake. Drinks in hand, they'll be about 50 to 100 yards from the altar, which looms skyward 30 to 40 feet and reveals itself to be in the form of a huge owl. So here's another view of the owl here. So see the steps there, guys? Those little stairs? That's what those guys are kind of arranging themselves on. All of the members that we can see in this thing. So down here, oh, I wish I could zoom in more. But down here, there's the steps. The owl is like right there. These guys come in with a fire. They're going up. I mean, it looks cool. I like the way the last guy's smoke is kind of trailing out of his little torch. You see that? Look at that. It's a cool visual. Sorry, I have it on fast speed. You can't really hear what the guy's saying, but we'll skip ahead here. They do a whole long speech, whatever. Welcome people to the Grove, I guess. What does Domhoff say? The followers, talking quietly, remarking on the once again perfect Grove weather, move to the left, blah, 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 blah. The owl is a totem animal of Bohemia, found not only at the lake, but everywhere you go in the Grove. While the spectators seat themselves across the lake, the priests and their entourage continue for another 200 or 300 yards to a boat landing. That's where they are there. There, the beer is the beer like a name for like a funeral? What's a beer? Let me just name it. Look it up. Beer. Okay, yeah. A stand on which a corpse, coffin, or casket carrying a corpse is placed to lie. So this is where the corpse of the carcass, whatever you want to call it, the cadaver of dull care is. It's transferred over to the Ferry of Care, which will carry the body to the altar later in the ceremony. Jones shows that. Oh, I guess we'll get to that later. Once the ferry's loaded, the torches are extinguished and the music ends. The attention of the spectators on the other side of the lake slowly drifts back to the owl shrine. Blah, 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 blah. Also, this is some shade from Domhoff. He's like, cremation? A guy named Dull Care, a former president of the United States, playing the part of a frog and chanting, cremation. A totem animal and a lamp of fellowship. Strange but true. You are starting to get the picture of just how hokey this all is. And yeah, it is a little bit lame. But yeah. People who have seen the ceremony before nudge you to keep your eye on the large redwood next to the owl. Moments later, a offstage chorus of woodland voices begins to sing. Then a spotlight illuminates the tree you've been watching, and there emerges from it a hamadryad. Don't know how you say that. A tree spirit whose life, according to Greek mythology, is intimately bound up with the tree in which it lives. Okay, hamadryad. Are you going to see that in this? Oh, it's so quiet. Can I turn it up? Okay, hang on. I'm going to go to regular speed. I'm going to see if I can use my extensions here to turn it up. Volume booster. Let's try this.
As children, little children that are in moonlight, nor ever doubt your beauty nor faith, nor deem her tenderness, and change or die.
But yeah, this is a good view here because you can see over here on the left, you got the stage, the little, the stuff in front of the owl. Over here on the right, there's all the people watching, and then it looks like, what's this in the middle? Is that like the orchestra? Something like that?
My brothers, care has no soul, a tender waxing fat on a husk of division.
I don't recognize that voice, but that might be a famous person. This is like the high priest talking.
Commerce, pestilence. Don't care is foe to our spirits.
Here we go. Okay, so wait, what did Domhoff just say would happen? The hamadryad. A spotlight illuminates the tree you've been watching. There emerges from it a hamadryad. Something. Okay, then it does a song. Whoops, where were we? Oh no, did I? Oh yeah. So there's the what's it called? The lamp of fellowship, I think it's called. It's like a little eternal flame that's like right at the bottom of the owl.
Hardly worth the attention of such talented and ambitious men. You're much too subtle to be lured and controlled.
The lamp of fellowship summons the Mothman.
Yes. We hope to be spared your intruders whilst we celebrate in these woods upon the shores of this city.
Sons of Bohemia, we have spent so much time.
Like, this is an expensive production, eh? It got like fucking lightning and shit. What is this? Like, look at this spotlight too. It's hard to tell where it's being projected from, but like that shit ain't cheap.
But let's not be fooled by this silly pageantry. We've enjoyed such generous and valuable time away from these trivial and frivolous pursuits. Surely you must agree that we love the smell of our successes. Continue. It's so nice to have you back in my thoughts, but listen to me well.
Do not be distracted, brothers. There is reckless, wanton self-control. He values nothing. Recognize his lies, his division, and be done with it.
Oh, now I feel like I've missed. Did I miss the part where Del Care comes on the boat? Because it seems like Care's talking right now. But I don't think so. I don't see any boat. Unless I do. I don't think so. Wait, where? Okay, I'm gonna jump way ahead. What's up? Okay, some shit's happening. What's up?
Shall smite thee with its radiant wings.
Somebody's gonna smite.
And disease and death.
Ho! Bird of Bohemia! Appear amongst thy sacred trees and banish care!
Okay, maybe this is the part where the Hamadryad comes out. Where it's like, yeah, woo, banish dull care.
Hunger and pain.
My hidden great owl.
Disease.
Begone.
Death.
Then die.
Okay, something happened and they're all going, death! And now all these like soldiers are charging out. Oh, great acting. Great acting, guys. Yeah, like a soldier would say. Also, I love that you can see from this angle, as soon as they get around the corner, they drop the act. It's like slowly walking. And here we go. Here's the Hamadryad. I think. Okay. Oh.
Bohemians! Bohemians!
Bohemians, because they've got bow and arrows.
By the power of your fellowship, dull care is slain! You forsook
It's like, yeah, we killed the dull care.
the city to find delight in your ancestral grove, but your evil genius
Oops.
followed you. He lurked amid the shadows of these trees. He sought to chill the circle round your fire this night.
So yeah, again, like so, sort of like how the just in case people don't know, the meaning of this ceremony is like the weaving spiders come out here thing, where it's like while you're at the Bohemian Grove, whatever for the weekend, you're not allowed to talk about business. And dull care, the name of this like person or whatever symbol that they're cremating, they're killing and burning. This represents cares, like dull cares, I guess, like things about the world, and like, oh, it's so tough being a fucking CEO or a billionaire or a president or whatever. Oh, you've got the weight of the world on your shoulders. You have to care so much. But when you're here, throw your cares away. We all get drunk. We piss on trees and we just fucking bro out. No chicks allowed. Yeah, like, so the ceremony is like literally like we're killing our cares. We'll whatever.
But the desperate calls of your hearts, the glad spirits of the grove have answered. They have overwhelmed the evil intruder. Care, your ancient enemy, is no more! Behold the corpse of this, our enemy.
All right, behold the corpse of this, our enemy. And then is this where we get the funeral boat? Ooh, all right. Like this is expensive. This is expensive. How much do you think each one of these cloaks costs? Like they got money to spend on this. All right, so now we're getting the funeral procession. It seems like it's a little bit different now. The 2024 version is a little bit different from how Domhoff described it. It looks like, can you imagine being this guy filming it? He's like right there. He's like right, they're like at the bottom of the hill that he's on. I can make a robe like that out of curtains. Okay, fair enough. I guess I don't know my robes. Yeah, I could make these things out of shower curtain. Oh, hang on.
Bro. Is one
Did you hear the guys filming? It goes, bro.
of my buddies in there? Bro.
Oh, wait, is there two people? Like, bro.
Bro. Is one of my buddies in there? No way.
Oh, yeah. There it is. See? There's the beer, I guess it's called. BIER, the casket, the coffin of Delcare.
Bro. Is one of my buddies in there? No
Why does the guy say is one of my bodies in there? What?
way. They're sacrificing. They might be sacrificing one of the people they caught sneaking into the grove.
They might be sacrificing one of the people they caught sneaking into the grove. These guys just like scaring themselves. Oh yeah, big time. The Grove plays like this is not the only production the Grove does, by the way. The Club Bohemian does. Bohemian Club puts on a show like every fucking week, not here, but at their Bohemian whatever club palace. I think it's in. I'm not 100% sure where it is, but they have like a clubhouse that club members go to, and they put on a bunch of shit all year round. They have like massive productions during the 2 weeks it is at Bohemian Grove, like this camp out. They have several what they call jinks, high jinks and low jinks. The high jinks are like, you know, kind of highbrow, sort of like whatever Shakespearean, like I want to say satirical, but it's all about like rich people problems. So I don't know if you can really call that satire. Not satire. But it'll have some deeper meaning. And then they have low jinks, which are like kind of like ribald joke. Like they have shows where like men dress up as women because no women allowed. So it's kind of like a lot of men dressing in drag. And yeah, San Francisco. I think you're right. Finland. That's where the club is. I was gonna say that. I'm like, am I just fucking thinking of fucking Manson again? No, but yeah, I think you're right. San Fran. We got some 808s or something in there. It's got a beat to it. New Justice.
I hear people trying to sneak up on me. Behind me. Yeah.
Well, why are you talking? Why are you talking at a loud volume, bro?
Fuck that.
Oh, I think it's by. My understanding is it's mostly old guys, but I'd be surprised if like they didn't have any of the techno fascist dudes there too. But it's mostly older crowd. Yes, true, Nick Spheres. Weaving spiders come not here. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we got the boat. And again, like oh wait, that's a Budweiser commercial. Yeah. Alex Jones has a part where he got the boat. Let's look at what it was from his thing. This part.
Countries, but also worldwide. Now, when you see that black edge coming to the field, that's because we zoomed in on the video, and many times the pitcher was almost out of the screen, so that's the edge of the field. This video with the darker workings of the occult, not just with the...
Anyway, this is what we had from Alex Jones, and this is what this guy gets. Keep going to the wrong one. There you go. Oh, look at that. Way better. Now, Alex Jones said that this guy is a skeleton. He has a skull face, but the Bohemian Grover. It's like Grover with like long hippie hair. Oh, I didn't know that the owl was named Minerva. And is it pre-recorded? I thought that they got new guys. They did it live. That's cool. I don't know. You guys are you guys annoyed by the sounds these guys making? I love it. It adds so much to me. Also, I didn't even show you guys this. I should have showed you this. But the guy, when he snuck into the fucking Bohemian Grove, he did it on a stolen like child's kayak, and he didn't have a paddle. He used like a fucking like cast iron like skillet. He's like, he paddled across to the fucking grove and like had to hide the thing. Oh yeah. They're stressing you out? No, I love it. I freaking love it. Yeah, Alex Jones and John Ronson, when they went, John Ronson had a guy who's like, yeah, I sneak in every year. It's easy. You just walk in. You just act confident. And they got there, and like they got right to the entrance, and like right as they were about to get in, like they were on the road leading right up to the Grove, Alex Jones and his camera guy, Mike, dived into the bushes and like ran very short distance through the bushes into the thing. But if you watch the documentary, Jones makes it look like they were trekking through the treacherous woods, but Ronson's like, yeah, no, it was like they walked like 50 feet like into the woods for no reason. Anyway. Bohemian Grove. All right, okay, come on, we get it. You're a scary boat. Okay, skipping it. Oh, there's a cool. We got a little zoom in there. What are these balls? Eh? See those little balls? I mean, like, I don't know if this guy had a skull on his face. That seems like it would be a bit too on the nose, but I can imagine thinking that he did. Oh, skeleton. It's death. It's the boatman, the ferryman. Oh, those are alien heads. Okay. Honestly, yeah. I'll show you the video of this guy, like... At another point, the dude filming this is, like, fully, like, not during the ceremony. I think it's, like, before the weekend starts. But he's, like, running through their grounds and, like, opening doors and looking through all of their fucking places. It's so nuts. He-Man Grove. He-Man. It's called Bow Grove. Okay, it's almost Okay, so there's the priest. There's the boat, I guess, with Dulcair has gone up here. So now we're getting to the real meat of the ceremony here, guys. This is where the magic happens. So we got all this stuff, whatever, cast your grief into the fires. This is the famous part. This is like the same part that Alex Jones talked about. The owl is in his leafy temple, intones the high priest. Let all within the grove be reverent before him. He beseeches the spectators to be inspired and awed by their surroundings, noting that this is Bohemia's shrine. Then he invokes the motto of this club, "Weaving spiders come not here," warning members not to discuss business. Wait, we've heard all this stuff. We saw this stuff already. Our funeral pyre awaits the corpse of care. And now we got here. Okay, here we go. The bier arrives at the steps of the altar. Here's an old photo they had of it. This is from even before Jones got in there. This might even be a postcard from the Bohemian Club itself. The bier arrives at the steps of the altar. The high priest inveighs against Dulcair, the arch enemy of beauty. He shouts, "Bring fire!" And the torchbearers, you saw them show up, all the fire bearer guys, enter, 18 strong. Then the acolytes quickly seize the coffin, lift it high above their heads, carry it triumphantly to the pyre in front of the mighty owl. Seems that Care is about to be consumed by flames. Oh, good. I'm so glad that Dulcair will be killed without it.
Oh, now, thus bearing across the shadowy tide, in all the ancient majesty of death, Dulcair, arch enemy of beauty.
Arch enemy of beauty, just like this.
Nor the restful grave, but fire shall have to live with thee. All beings make merry with thy dust.
Okay, skipping ahead. Not sure what's going on. Wait. Dulcair's dead, right? He's gotta be. I'll get hella bored there and sneak off and smoke weed and then dance. Something's happening here. Drop the bass.
Fools! Not with this flame!
Oh, wow, I guess they cut the camera there, but that's when Dulcair comes back alive. Fools, 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 when will ye learn that me ye cannot slay? Year after year ye burn me in this grove, lifting your puny shouts of triumph to the stars. But then when again ye turn your feet toward the marketplace, because they're all business guys, am I not waiting for you as of old? Fools, fools, to dream ye conquer care. Yeah, it's all written like it's the Bible or Shakespeare or something. Yeah. Jones did get this part on tape.
Western countries, but also worldwide.
All right, shut up.
Times the owner, the left
Nobody cares. Oh, yeah. Yeah, candy flipping, that's like MDMA and acid, right? Like, the thing about that is, it's nice while the MDMA lasts, but when the MDMA wears off, you still got like 8 hours or more left of the acid trip. You're supposed to see the residents tonight? Oh, that's cool. Alright, come on.
Fought from regions where I reign.
Fools, fools.
Ye fools and priests. I spit upon your fire.
This part's cool. Fucking flames go there. So did we miss that in this one? I spit upon your fire.
Which hither ye have brought from regions where I reign. Fools of the world, unite.
You hear them talking? They know I'm up here. It's like, dude, just shut the fuck up. Just film it, man. They're searching for. They're so scared. They're so scared. I mean, I would be scared too. Yeah, true bait and stosis.
There was a fucking guy trying to sneak up behind me.
I don't think there was, man. I don't think there was. Yeah, maybe those balls were the giant eyeball heads. I do feel like this fucking thing goes on way too long. I can't even really hear what they're saying. This is your time. I'm just skipping through fucking Dull Care's monologue here. Singing some kind of Christmas carol or something. What's that? So did he actually not film the part with the fucking fire? Oh man, it's like the best part. Dolcare has none of this. He tells the high priest, I spit upon your fire. There's a great explosion, blah, blah, blah. Oh, maybe we didn't. Okay, maybe that's not it. Is there a part where they sing again? Yeah, the aura of light grows. Oh, no. Okay, I'm confused. Let's just keep watching. Okay, they're singing.
Thy adjuration. Not to be Hamadryad. Come forth.
What am I looking at? So I'm getting the feeling that, like, did these guys get scared and then move back? Because they had such a better view before, and now they're like, right, like they must have, oh, there's guys catching up, there's guys creeping up on us. So they moved way back, and now they can't even see the thing. Oh, that sucks. Wait, is it really? Oh, of course, Alex Jones posted it. Obviously, it ends with fucking colloidal toothpaste. And, yes. What? Okay, somehow. Fools! Wow.
Not with this flame, which hither ye have brought from regions where I reign. Fools of the world, unite! Our liberty is...
Oh, we already saw this, didn't we? Sorry, I went back too far. Yeah, alright. And then we get the InfoWars ad. Cool. Super silver fluoride free toothpaste. Yes, it'll turn you blue, but at least it won't clean your teeth. Okay, you know what? That's a little bit disappointing because they got scared and they didn't film the best part. But at least we got Jones video. Like this part is actually pretty sick.
Owl of Bohemia, we beseech thee, grant us thy counsel. We thank thee for thy
Yeah, there's the owl all lit up.
Going on in that area of Northern California. But this is what the establishment is into right here in America.
And we do have to listen to Alex Jones' commentary where he's like, this is obviously a massive... he didn't even sound like that back then. He sounded more like a normal guy / radio host. But he's like, as you can see, they're definitely doing satanic rituals. And that is definitely a child that they killed for real. And they're all evil demons.
Cremation of Care. And this was July 15th, 2000.
They got the pyrotechnics and shit. So basically what happens is they're like, oh, we got to burn the cremation. And then he's like, with that fire? No way. And then the owl, they're like, owl, help us. And the owl's like, you cannot kill care with regular old fire that you normally would use to burn stuff. It won't work. Care's too powerful. You need to use magic, the fire of fellowship. And remember that lamp? There's like a lamp, the lamp of fellowship it's called. It's like always lit, the eternal flame below the owl. They have to go up and get fire from that and then take it down. And it's kind of like a Peter Pan Tinkerbell thing where they're like, if you really believe in Tinkerbell or whatever, like you can help her. You have to believe. But it's like that, but with, Henry Kissinger and his 2,000 of his best friends being like, oh, all of you evil billionaires and elite family, fail sons and business, whatever owners, could you just believe in the power of getting drunk in the woods and pissing on trees with a bunch of dudes at the world's most expensive sausage fest? Could you just believe in the spirit of that? And then they use that to kill Dulcare and everything. Yeah. So there's the cremation happening, I guess.
These people are deadly serious. Those taking part in the ceremony. Another point, the pyrotechnics you're seeing going off.
All right, that's enough out of Alex, but yeah, it is a big deal. It is a big deal. Actually, there's probably the best part of Domhoff's study. Let me just read you that, guys. This. There we go. So he had to. So he never went to the Grove. Like he didn't attend the Grove. He didn't sneak in. He found out everything about the Grove by interviewing people. And he had a bunch of informants who had been to the Grove. And one of them, let me just read you guys this. One valuable informant was a long-haired grad student at Berkeley who was very nervous about talking to me when I arrived at his house in Oakland at about 9 a.m. one morning. We hadn't been talking long when he asked me if I would like a hit. He's like a sociologist, kind of like a professor. Domhoff says, I didn't really want one, but I felt caught. If I said no, he might trust me even less. So I said yes, and he led me to a big drawer in a closet where he had an amazing stash with joints of many different qualities. We each had a few hits of a grade B joint. And then he suddenly said I could have the rest. Oh, that is a classic situation. You just got to be like, oh, okay, I'm done too. Let's just put it out. Save it for later. But that's very hard to do. So Domhoff was not able to do it. I tried to be cool, but I was soon too far gone to know for sure what he was talking about. I excused myself every few minutes to go to the bathroom where I'd pinch my hands and arms to try to sober up, splashed cold water on my face, slapped myself, breathed deep. I eventually comprehended most of what he had to say, and what he had to say was absolutely incredibly helpful, but my notes went up and down and all around on page after page. So anyway, I thought that's hilarious. But he does learn something interesting here. it was from this informant that I learned for the first time what a big deal the cremation of care ceremony was in the eyes of the members. And like, that's something that Alex Jones stressed a lot too. He's like, guys, they love this. If you saw the looks on their faces, they're eating this shit up. They're sitting in the audience. They're going, oh, yes, they're evil goblins and gremlins and fairies and pixies running around. And they're all it's so important to them. And, you know, you might see it and be like, oh, wow, that's good. Good Lord, that's incredible. And then somebody might be like, hey, shh, quiet, this is important. Look, like he talks about that a lot. Like, not just in that documentary. Like, whenever he talks about Bohemian Grove, he'll stress the importance of the cremation of care ceremony. But anyway, now I knew the script for it that I found at the Stanford University Library was important, but this informant first told me about the cremation at the start of our chat, and I had hurried past it thinking we would come back because I wanted to get a sense of the whole encampment before we got into the details. But when we went back to talk about the cremation ceremony, he decided he didn't want to give me any details because he knew the ceremony meant so much to the members. He said he wanted to respect their pride in it, but he told me what I needed to know. It was a big deal. Anyway, it's interesting. But I gotta show you guys this dude's other shit. That's yeah. So this the same dude that's like, oh, they can see me. Again, another one of his videos was taken down. So this one is a little annoying. I'm watching. I was only able to find it. This is on like this guy's channel, Sean Atwood. And he did a stream with this dude Dancer.
This is the entry to Bohemian Grove.
And he shows him like another video he took of him like sneaking around. This one is crazy. So he's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, this is me walking around.
Seen that Joe Rogan.
Okay, who cares?
More.
Skipping ahead.
Make it on.
Yeah, it's appreciated. And when
Bohemian Grove infiltration.
This might be.
So you're stepping on the shoulders of the giants. I remember Alex Jones and John Ronson kind of really drew a lot of attention when they infiltrated.
So we won't watch the whole thing, but here's the video of him
exactly where
paddling across
over
this like mini kayak with a fucking cast iron pan as his paddle.
With the kayak, I'm not sure exactly how this is going to go.
Made it down somehow. Kayak's in the water. I need to keep my voice down. Fuck, my kayak's getting away from me.
The way the people that like right-wing people talk about the Grove is so funny. The owl represents Athena, the virgin god of wisdom, aka a demon posing as a god. It's like, what? That is wrong for at least 4 reasons. What are you talking about?
How to get in this thing without falling in the water.
Right. I'm in the kayak. I managed to only get my hand wet. Let's disembark my trusty cast iron.
So he's like scooping it along. Oh my god. This is why Bohemian Grove had to destroy this guy's videos. They're like, it would be one thing if he snuck in, but like, the dude was fucking like paddling on a cardboard box with a wooden spoon. This is embarrassing. This makes it look embarrassing.
This shit's sinking.
Maybe I don't have the link for it. I don't know. If you're able to find a link though, Steel Buns. I don't have the link. I just have this.
Is this shit sinking? Yeah, we're in the.
All right. Anyway, this isn't that exciting. I just think it's hilarious the way he paddled over there. So he gets over. It's all dark. Most of his video is dark, but like this is cool. Once he finally gets there. So here he is. Look at this.
There's sensors up there.
Fuck it. I think it's probably okay. I guess we'll find out in a second here.
All right, so he's walking around. Got some statues.
There's like lights on in some of these houses.
So he's looking at cabins. The cabins people stay in.
Actual fuck. These are the bleachers. scared to put my flashlight on.
Yeah, definitely don't do that. Probably also stop whispering.
This is seating.
It's like, don't talk. All right, so he gets to one of the, I guess this is like a cafeteria or something, or some like a building. He walks in.
That's a weird looking light.
I don't like that. In here.
He goes inside.
So I just shine my light in here, and all the lights just turned on. What?
Look at this. Okay, so all right, maybe you guys can't see, but so he's shining into this room here. First of all, we've got this big old poster here, or I don't know. I guess it's like a canvas, but it looks like it's clear, right? Like you can see how there's that light right there behind it, like looks like a fluorescent light, but you can see it through the thing. So this is like a thin material, but it's got this kind of old painting on it. I think Steuben sent me this, where people found out what it was. It's John Trumbull. This painting here. Death of General Warren at the Battle of Bunker Hill by John Trumbull. So it's like, I guess, like a recreation of this painting here. Death of General Warren. Some kind of Revolutionary War martyr painting. Anyway, that's what we're looking at there. But also, what the fuck? Look over here. Who the heck is this? You see this? What's that? They got Muppets. Bohemian Grove's got Muppets. Got kind of mascot costumes. Look at that creepy little guy. Must be from one of the Jinx, because he doesn't come into play during the ceremony.
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
So there's a lot of comments in my video saying that these were like really expensive paintings and they could be original.
Yep, keep talking.
Yeah, so some of those.
Sorry, I'm just gonna keep going here.
Try to turn off my flashlights and run for the hills and hike up, because there's like so much dense vegetation and so many trees. You know, it's pretty easy to hide, but you might get poison oak or poison ivy like all over you. So you got to be.
Sorry, I don't really care what these guys talk about. I just think it's crazy. Look at this. Okay, so he's just like walking around. Oh, what's this? Garbage. What is it? All these doors locked. Oh, there's a little whiteboard there. Hard to read. Starts to pull it out, then it gets
Josh
scared.
Peck.
Happy last day. Okay, yeah, it's just like a. I don't know if you guys can see. It's just a. Schedule. What do you call it? Itinerary.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it said Josh Peck there. I'm not sure if it's the same Josh Peck, but Josh Peck is like a famous actor from Drake and Josh, and he's like a Hollywood star.
Josh Peck. This guy is just walking around here. Look at all those kegs. Or is that what those are? Hard to tell.
Wow.
Yeah, those are kegs of beer, right? Or maybe not. I don't know. The owl does have a tidy at the end? Oh, okay. I don't know. I ain't know what I'm talking about.
Damn.
This guy is so...
They got a lot of people to feed in here.
He's just kind of, I guess, walking through the kitchen. would have grabbed something. I would have grabbed that fleece. Walking around.
Okay. I think I've done enough exploring. I need to find that fucking owl.
Yeah, you gotta get the hell out of there, man. And stop talking. It's like when you watch a horror movie and you're like, dude, stop, get out.
Oh, that smells. No errands or gloves in the restaurant. Oh, this is aprons, not errands. So this is.
Oh, okay. So wait, this is so Stubbins, you were able to find it. Nice. Oh, wait, I can't. Okay, well, keep watching this for now. Take a second to load.
Is apparently the reservoir.
Anyway, so he walks around,
itself,
and then so we get some actual close-up video of the
that there was some sort of
owl.
sensor or
It's kinda
something, maybe on a door or a camera in there that would have notified somebody I was there. So I was trying to get the heck out of that.
So this looks like where the eternal flame is. They talk for a while. Ah, come on now. Come on now. All right. Yeah, no, he hopped on the stream late. Yeah, no worries, Owl. He literally just he took a child's kayak and a cast iron skillet and paddled over the Russian River to the Bohemian Grove and then just fucking walked around in it. Oh, damn. Okay, so there's two videos. I don't even know which one I should look at. I guess we'll do whatever. I guess we can open them both. Good find, Stubbins. Sorry. Good find. All right, whatever. Keep watching this for now.
Like trespassing, yeah.
Okay, they talk. I'm skipping ahead some more.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? It's just an owl. What the hell is this? It's a little owl next to a fire.
No way.
Yeah. That's where they put the eternal flame. I guess
cool.
it's not eternal flame because it's not on.
Oh, that's hollow.
Mm-hmm. So the owl is made of cement.
They need to fill this pond up.
All right, hang on. I'm just going to skip towards the end of this. Not sure if we need to watch the whole thing again. Come on now. Oh, there's a bunch of Bohemian Grove stuff here. Oi, all right. Ugh. Internet Archive is being real slow for me right now. I'm not sure why. I guess their video player is not that great, eh? Is this gonna? Oh, this is a 2-hour video. Damn. All right. You know what? I don't know if I'm gonna have time to go over this on stream, but we can watch this at least.
They do. Yeah,
that definitely looks like where something is sacrificed.
The owl.
So look at this.
Ferns have grown on it.
He's got the flashlight on now too, so he's like. living on the edge here. He goes inside the owl. Whoa. This was 2020, excuse me, 2024. So I guess it's a couple years ago now.
Well, this is what I wanted to see.
Oh yeah, no, there's where they put the eternal flame and that little boat looking thing there. That's where they kill Belcaire finally.
Oh, no way. You can go like behind the owl. I got some outlets.
This is like I assumed that they would do the owl voice live every year. And they'd just have somebody inside the owl yelling or whatever. Have a speaker or something.
Well,
cool.
It's time to leave this place now.
Yeah, anyway. He goes around. I don't know if there's anything else worth watching here. What's this? Oh, is this where he watches the ceremony?
Yeah, there's the guest house. You can actually see.
There's it's year round. So like the Bohemian Club owns this grove of like redwood trees. You can camp there the rest of the year. I'm sure the club does outings there. The club has the internal workings of the club. They're like pretty stressed out a lot of the time. They want their members to be involved, but everybody's very busy and shit. And they're like, you gotta come, please. They put on tons and tons of plays. Like I can show you on Domhoff's page here. They've got a bunch of shit from like here's the clubhouse, San Francisco. Yeah, like you were saying, Finland. Here's like one of the rooms of their clubhouse. So this is like open year round, and then every week on Thursday, they have a show. They have like a big play production that you have to be a member to go see. It says something kind of interesting. Here's their library room in their club. But yeah, they do have other. I think the big one is in the summer, and then I think they also have one in the fall. But the big one, oh yeah. So here's the hijinks and the low jinks, right? So the hijinks. Here's some photos of some hijinks where they'll have like big productions with like a massive like castle, and this will be during the like 2 weeks in the summer. So this will be like cremation of care is the most important thing, then the hijinks, then the low jinks. So this will be the hijinks, super high production value, massive sets and costumes and shit. And then they'll also have the low jinks. Oh, here's another hijinks thing. I don't know. Yeah, tons and tons of actors. And then here's a low jinks thing. Yeah, okay. Costs in 2004, $130,000 to $150,000. And the low jinks are like more like kind of like dirty, like naughty. This one, the sin of Ophelia Grab. Get it? Like Ophelia Grab, like get it? Ophelia Grab. Bohemian Grove low jinks. That was from 1968. And they'll have like, men in drag. Because there's no women. So anytime they have to cast a woman, it's a man in drag. I'm not sure who these guys are. Maybe they can dance. So I'm guessing these guys are not like, these guys are probably the like, creative members that they let join for free with just in exchange for putting these things on. I don't think any of these people are like Henry Kissinger or George H.W. Bush. But yeah, no, they got lots of stuff. They got shows. They got performances. They do. Lakeside Talks. This is where Richard Nixon gave what he considers the most important speech of his life. And this is where they will have a little bit of a. You can discuss politics and business and shit on these. Who's this? Hard to tell. Somebody giving a Lakeside Talk. Look at all these people watching. Oh, and look at oh shit! Is this what you're talking about? So this is where HW is introducing his son W. He's like, "This is going to be our new president. Get to know him now, before it's too late." He's like, "Hey, I'm George W. Bush. We're looking for nuclear weapons. Oh fuck! I used to be able to do a Bush impression. Where'd it go? My name's George W. Bush. Now watch this drive." I don't know. I can't do it. But in 1995, House Speaker Newt Gingrich delivered Lakeside Talk in the middle Saturday of the encampment, and former President Bush had his turn on the final Saturday. He used the occasion to say that his son, George W. Bush, would make a great president someday. That's kind of insane, eh? Like, it's a very Republican meeting, even though a lot of people say the Clintons are involved. They aren't. And here's, this is an edited photo, but like the actual photo. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So here's a photo. And this, I forgot what year this is from, but here's on the left, Reagan, on the right, Nixon. And during this Bohemian Grove, they talked amongst themselves and they decided, all right, and is that Cronkite in the front? Nah, maybe not. But they were like, Reagan was like, okay, I won't run. I'll let you be the guy this time. If you falter, I'll jump in the race, but I'll wait for you to fuck it up before I do that. And that was the one that Nixon finally won. Yeah. Does it say that anywhere here? It must say it. Oh, 1967. So yeah, that would have been right before Nixon's run. Oh, that was while LBJ was in. And here we got some giant balls hanging in the sky. What does it say? It says something. K-I... Kigu. I don't know. Honestly, I imagine there wouldn't be that much of a Grove Epstein crossover list, aside from Cronkite. But I don't know. I could be wrong. I mean, maybe. Who knows? Wait, what did Jello get? What did Jello get wrong? I thought he was pretty good. I know that the guys that run the Dead Kennedys like Facebook page are all a bunch of libs now. They're like sharing like I guess the rest of the band. They're like sharing Joe Biden posts and stuff. It's really annoying. Okay. Anyway, sorry guys, I'm getting a little sidetracked here. I did want to talk about Conan O'Brien though, because we got Conan. Yeah, we got this. Okay, check this out. We got a list of the members. This is from 2024. This is from the year that Dancer was there, looking at filming his shit from the hill, being like, "I think someone's sneaking up behind me." Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Why can't I look at it? Huh? What the heck? Oh, here we go. Okay, no, I can't see it. All right. Okay, hang on. We just gotta wait for it to load, guys. Guys, chill. But this is a list of, get out of here. This is a list of Bohemian Grovers, Bohemian Grovers, and wow, it is really not loading for me here. But okay, here we go. Yeah, we're good now. And so we've got last name, first name. Is this like an actual PDF or no? Sorry, document, or is it just it's all just typed out and I'm looking at each page? Okay, whatever. But I did want to show you guys that. Hang on. Oh no, we gotta wait. Well. Is the O section? I'm looking for the O's. I should have saved this somewhere so it didn't have to load offline. My internet's been very slow this stream. What? There's still not the O's. Oh, what's this? Yes. Yes. Whatever. Okay, I don't know. But yeah, so this, I can show you guys this while we're waiting for that to frickin' load. The reason that we have it is because of this dude, Kyle Undercover at Kyle is Based. His fucking profile. Investigator, Catholic, nationalist. You're like, oh god, okay. But yeah, and like look at the top comment here. Oh fuck, I guess you guys can't see it. Wow, oh fuck, my internet's so slow. But like this person, so it's a list of all of the people in the camp. 2023 list. 2023. Oh, okay. So it's a year before that video we saw. But this fucking comment here, the top comment, I guess. Well, it's only 5 likes, but percent Ashkenazi versus Goy. They're like, yeah, how many of them are Jewish? And it's like, bro, do you not know anything about the Bohemian Grove? There's like almost no Jews. They had to do DEI to bring in a bunch of Jews. Like, yeah, I get it. You guys are like Nazis. Like, you guys are fucking, conspiratorial, like, white supremacists. But you should, like, read up on this thing. Like, you would probably like this. If you're complaining about the Jews, you probably would love to hang out at Bohemian Grove. That's kind of like their whole thing. It's a bunch of Protestants, the guys who, like, actually run the country. But, yeah, it looks like, so this one's divided by which club they're in. So the Bohemian Club has a bunch of different, what are they called? Campsites? Camps or something like that? Here we go. Yes. All right. Now check this out. You guys know this? Oh, that's as far as I can zoom in, really? Oh, well. Okay. Well, I can't zoom in. I got to get a Chrome extension that lets me zoom in infinitely, because this is a constant problem here. But right on this list, Conan O'Brien. Conan O'Brien, can you believe that? Conan O'Brien. And apparently, now I haven't actually seen this, but let me look this up. Conan O'Brien, Bohemian Grove. Because apparently people have seen him there. A lot of people talk about being like, oh yeah, I definitely have. Okay, wow, there's stuff about this. Monterey. Conan O'Brien hosts Bohemian Grove's variety show. Oh, so he was like one of the talented members, I guess, who hosted a variety show there. Conan O'Brien pretends not to know about Bohemian Grove. Okay, I haven't seen this.
Well, what do you think his presidency is going to be like? A forecast for us. What's it going to be like?
I have no idea. I have no idea. All I know is the other one used to go to those Bilderberg meetings, where they'll dress up like yaks and have those eyes wide shut parties. So I didn't know what she was going to do.
Wait, Hillary Clinton?
Oh, yeah.
What are you talking about?
That meeting they have underneath the mountain.
What are you talking? I brought you out here to bring perspective and knowledge at a painful time, and this is madness.
I don't have
She dresses like a yak and meets under a mountain.
What do you want me to say? Like this whole thing, none of it made sense.
Did you hear Conan act like he didn't know what Bill was talking about? Let's play it again. I don't really think we need to play it again. He's also not talking about Bohemian Grove there, to be fair. Now, I like Conan. I like Conan a lot. I think Conan is like the best late night host of my lifetime anyway. I don't know. I guess Johnny Carson was good, but I don't know. I never watched him. But Conan, I feel like, is like consistently the funniest one. He's not political, really. In fact, I think just a couple days ago, Conan was saying that comedians complaining about Trump are like, he doesn't like that, or he thinks it's a crutch or whatever, which is like, dude, really? Like, okay, shut up, man. Even though I don't know, he's kind of right. Some people do use it as a crutch, but like, I feel like you as a comedic legend, you shouldn't be like, hey, stop making fun of the obviously fascist dudes that are ruling over us. Like, that's not, it's like, dude, seriously? Anyway. But yeah, apparently in 2021, he hosted a variety show, according to this sketchy ass website, National File. Bohemian Grove settled with seasonal workers for $7 million. There was a lawsuit around Bohemian Grove where they had, oh, shut up. Seasonal workers were being underpaid. People who, like, the caterers or whatever, the servers, wait staff. No, I don't want to do this. Retired general. Ugh. Not gonna let me read any of this shit. Keep America strong. But yeah, there's been a lot of people who have like seen Conan there. Let me search Conan. Last year, Conan O'Brien was among the performers. See, like, this is the thing, is like, I mean, I can get why like Conan would want to go to one of these things. Like, it is kind of cool. They do a cool show and stuff. But it's just like I would almost go myself. But like, do you really want to be hanging out with a bunch of these like evil ghouls? Like, hanging out at this family reunion for the fucking demons that broke the global economy and like have made everyone's lives miserable. Do I want to get drunk with those guys? No, like, not. That is not at all appealing to me. I would much rather sneak in like fucking, what's his name? Dancer or Alex Jones did. I would do that. I would do like a Wedding Crashers thing. Yeah, Letterman. Yeah, Letterman was good too. He was a little bit before my time. I mean, he was still around when I was watching TV, and I watched him a lot. But I think his prime, people talk about his prime being like, he was like the anti-talk show. He was doing all this crazy shit no one else was doing. Yeah, like expecting super weirdness, like you're saying. But like when I got in there, it was like Conan who had kind of like married the like, he took everything that Letterman was doing, the like this anti-talk show stuff, and then he took the stuff that was good from Carson and was like, let's do something that's like weird and funny, but is like still sort of conventional. And he, like, I feel like he kind of married those two approaches. And most importantly to me, I do think he had the best jokes. Whatever kind of secret sauce he had going in the writer's room. I have a whole book about writing jokes for late night TV, and it's a guy teaching you how to write jokes basically. And he'll like, here's one technique that you can use for this. And he'll have a bunch of jokes from like Leno, Fallon, Letterman, Conan, I don't know, like a bunch of late night shows. And like seeing them like that, I'm like, damn, the Conan ones are always better. The jokes on Conan always go in like a weird direction that you're not expecting. That's true. Yeah. Letterman actually didn't like to make fun of himself. Conan did. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I could see that. But yeah, anyway, Conan, member of the Bohemian Grove, according to a bunch of websites that I don't really trust. But I mean, he is on the list. And I'll tell you one thing. You guys remember, where is it? The Bowel Owl? The Bowel Owl? Yeah. More like the Bowel Moloch. Yeah, do you guys know about this, by the way? I don't think I've talked about Moloch yet, but a lot of the guys in, this fandom, the conspiracy theory world, they do think that the owl is a representation of Moloch, the god of what's it called? Some kind of a god. The god of No, human sacrifice. That's what it was. Like it's some human sacrifice demon. And oh geez, I had the exact timing. I think this comes from David Icke. So let me just go. So this is David Icke. This is before Alex Jones had his documentary. This is David Icke talking about Bogrove. And check this out.
Back in the ancient world, these Phoenician, Canaanite, Babylonian bloodstreams, which have merged to become the controlling force in the world.
Hang on, you can turn it up.
They worshipped a deity called Moloch or Molech. It was a deity that was an aspect of Nimrod, who keeps coming up everywhere, of course. And what they used to do is sacrifice children to Moloch or Molech. They put them through the fire. And in the Old Testament, you see prophets condemning the people for putting their children through the fire to Moloch or Molech. When I've talked to contacts, therapists and what have you around the world who work with satanically abused people, what those people tell them is that, again, when they're sacrificing children, the deity in the modern world today that they use to sacrifice them to is Moloch or Molech. Okay. Same seamless stream. So the question comes in relation to this: how do they symbolize Moloch or Molech, this deity to which they sacrifice children? They do it, symbolize him as an owl.
Not true.
That's why the owl comes.
Now listen, I'd take David Icke any day of the week over Alex Jones. I think Alex Jones is like a fucking. I don't think he's got a love in his heart. All right, I think the guy's an evil, like fucked up, like charlatan. I do sort of think David Icke believes the shit he says, and hey, yes, he's anti-Semitic, 100%. I think one of his books had like a section of the fucking Protocols of the Elders of Zion in it. I won't make a defense of that, but generally, if you look at David Icke's shit, like if you look at his shit nowadays, even much better takes than Alex Jones. Like he hates Trump for one, and Alex Jones has become like a massive sycophant to the guy. Oh, is that true? Damn, that's really interesting. Archaeology does now kind of back up the idea that Phoenicians sacrificed their children to Moloch, or at least their successors, the Carthaginians, but no owls involved. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Moloch ain't an owl. Let's just look up Moloch. Moloch. Oh, what the fuck? Why? What's going on? My computer's not responding to me. Like, why can't I type? Why isn't it bringing up the DuckDuckGo when I open a new tab? Okay, there we go. Oh, that's so weird. I don't know what's up. Moloch. Molech, or Molech. Here's the Wikipedia page. Primarily in the book of Leviticus. Check it out. Oh, yeah, that's Molech. Offering to Molech. That looks like a furry. Like, yeah, we should be afraid of furries, as we are. But that ain't an owl. Shouldn't be afraid of featheries. Blah, blah, blah. Moloch has been understood as referring to a Canaanite god. However, since 1935, scholars have speculated Moloch refers to the sacrifice itself, since the Hebrew word mulk is identical in spelling to a term that means sacrifice in the closely related Punic language. And then here we go. Since the medieval period, Moloch has often been portrayed as a bull-headed idol, furry, with outstretched hands over a fire. This depiction takes the brief mentions of Moloch in the Bible and combines them with various sources, including ancient accounts of Carthaginian child sacrifice and the legend of the Minotaur, or whatever. Excuse me. Beginning in the modern era, Moloch has been figuratively used in reference to a power which demands a dire sacrifice. A god Moloch appears in various works of literature and film, such as John Milton's Paradise Lost, Gustave Flaubert's Salammbô, Giovanni Pastrone's Cabiria, Fritz Lang's Metropolis, Allen Ginsberg's Howl. So, okay, biblical shit. Is he gonna mention? Well, let me just Control F owl. O-W-L. Oh yeah. Oh no, howl. And another one, howl. Moloch symbolizes American capitalism. Here's Moloch here. He's got his arms out. This got kind of a bull head, but it's also sort of a frog. That looks kind of fucking cool. That looks kind of crazy. It's from a movie, I guess. Film and television. Yeah, no, they don't. Do they not even mention Bohemian Grove at all? All right. Well, this is Wikipedia. What happens if I search on DuckDuckGo Moloch owl? Wow, that's crazy. Charred infants in the graves include animal sacrifices. Oh, wow, that's nuts. Moloch the owl god. 5 fascinating facts you must know from disillusion.com. Britannica. Moloch owl god. 7 mysterious facts you might know. Wait, what was the other one? Oh, it's the same. Was Moloch really Baal? Ancient origins. Worship of Molech. Most of the time represented by an owl. There's so much fucking wrong information about this. But where are they getting this from? Oh, okay, it was Baal, not Moloch. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing about owls, right? Yeah, we gotta ask Grok. Grokopedia. Yeah, the problem is Wikipedia is too woke. Even in this thing, Moloch the owl god, and then they've got an AI picture, which, by the way, it's AI. You can make it whatever you want. Not an owl. That is not an owl. That's not an owl. Exploring Moloch the owl god. Symbolism of the owl. Owls have long been symbols of wisdom and knowledge. Okay, that doesn't have anything to do with Moloch. Complementary tools for engaging with Moloch the owl god. What? Okay, so AI wrote this. Complementary tools for engaging with Moloch the owl god. Is this a website for me to learn how to worship Moloch? Like, here are some handy tools you might need to worship Moloch. First, you'll need a kid that you don't really like that much. It helps if you're not fond of the kid. Hilarious. All right, ChatGPT. Was Moloch really Baal? Likely comes from the Hebrew word melech, king of man. Moloch, sacrificial altar. There's another bull, arms outstretched. Child sacrifice or initiation. Owl anywhere on the page? No. Yeah, no, I ain't seen nothing. But it's funny, like, it's just such an accepted thing. Like, people talk, this is like a known fact. Like, people will talk about it like, oh, yeah, definitely. Well, Moloch the owl is an owl, always represented by an owl. I heard so many people say that about Moloch. Not the case, but it's just from, I believe it originally, the first person I know of who said that was David Icke, and that clip we just watched. Alex Jones says that in his Bohemian Grove documentary, which was like massively successful. It was like the thing that put Alex Jones on the map. Before he made Bohemian Grove, Dark Secrets, Alex Jones was recording in his son's bedroom, his radio show, I think. Hang on. See if I can find a picture. Right. No, this is not what I'm looking for. Alex Jones shows off her son's bedroom radio broadcast in like 2000. And then after this, InfoWars was like on the map. Okay, I don't know. You know what? I'm not getting anything here, but yeah. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny how that works. You know? People are strange. People are weird. Was there anything else that I wanted to look at while we're here? Nah, I think that's okay. Yeah. But yeah, if you really would like to learn more about Bohemian Grove, though, if you'd like to learn like the actual kind of meaning of everything and the situation and what it is and what function it serves for the elite, highly recommend Domhoff's documentary about it. what's it called? Domhoff, Bohemian Grove. I think it's just called like Summer Camp for the Power Elite or something like that. This one. Oh no, that's not right. Where is Summer Camp for the Powerful? Is this it? No, that's a speech he gave. Oh man, what the heck? This is not usually that hard to find. I had it on this page earlier. On the Domhoff website. Who Rules America? A video tour, yeah. There you go. It's like a video essay from when was this from? The 80s?
If you want to be boys again without
1994. Okay, so 1994. But the book he wrote, which I actually have, right here. Here's a book about Bohemian Grove written by Domhoff as well that you can get. It's actually not just about Bohemian Grove. It's about a few other, retreats, similar kind of things to Bohemian Grove. But yeah, it's interesting. It's cool. Summer Camp for the Powerful, the Power Elite at Bohemian Grove, 1994. Just a few years before Alex Jones made his. Anyway, yeah, I find Bohemian Grove very fascinating. I think my next main channel video is going to be about Bohemian Grove. I'm not going to be able to include all the shit that I want to because there's so many interesting things. So from time to time, I'll probably do a stream on Bohemian Grove and just kind of show you some of the stuff that I found. Because yeah, I don't feel like making another 3-hour video. So the next video I make is going to be short and sweet, I hope. To be fair, I do always say that. Yeah, we watched this one in a previous stream. You can also watch, you can watch that if you want to. I have that on my, have the stream clipped up and clipped out. But yeah, this is one we watched before. After the Linklater movies he made, because Linklater was in Texas too, right? He made Waking Life and Scanner Darkly. Both of those had Alex Jones in them. Well, Scanner Darkly would have been after. When did that come out? Oh, again, my thing's not typing. So frustrating. Scanner Darkly. Yeah, okay, 2006. So Waking Life was 90s. Scanner Darkly is 2006. So that would have been during Alex Jones' rise. This was like post 9/11 Alex Jones. He was already he was massive, right? At that point. But when he cast him in let's look that up. Let's look that up. That could be fun to watch. Waking Life, Alex Jones scene. Because this will maybe even make you like Alex Jones. You can't fight City Hall. You guys see Waking Life? It's like a fully rotoscoped movie. It's like every frame they've drawn over a video. It's a really trippy ass movie. I remember getting really into this in high school. But yeah, so at the time, Alex Jones was like a charismatic kind of almost like a street preacher. You just go out and he'd yell into his microphone and be like, listen, the old global elites are fucking us. We got to do something about it. Yeah, they're both Austin guys. So Linklater would have seen him in town and like, that guy seems interesting. And I will say, my theory with Alex Jones is this dude would have been fucking set for life if instead of going into conspiracy fear mongering, if he'd gone into improv. I think he's like one of the most naturally gifted improvisers ever. So here he is just spouting off. Linklater recorded him and then rotoscoped it into this cool, trippy movie. Let's watch. Preach, dude. Yeah, I also hate people trying to control my life. And I also want freedom.
What I want, and that's what you should want. It's up to each and every one of us to
turn. And I find it frustrating that people don't care about this shit as much as I do. Or at least that's how it feels sometimes. I think everybody generally wants to be free. Nobody likes to be controlled. But, you get. I wonder if Alex Jones was the one who convinced Rogan to move to Austin in the first place? Like, I wonder.
Bidding for control, the CEO job of Slavery Incorporated.
Yeah, no, his voice did sound quite different back then. Wait, why can't I? Yeah, his voice sounds different back then, but you can also hear, like, when he yells, like, he yells so much, that's why he talks like that now. That's why his voice, you hear his voice, and you can also hear him doing to his voice the thing that makes it sound so fucked up. Cool movie if you haven't seen that one. You know, don't watch it sober. You know, but it's good. Yeah. You know, I can show you guys some more shit about Alex Jones. Let's check out I think the shit. What was it? The documentary he did with Ron Johnson, where they both went to Bohemian Grove. Secret Rulers of the World. Yes. Okay, I got the link right here. Hang on. Boom. Bat. Biddly bow. So, come on. Ah, fuck. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. No, that's not right. That's the one we were just at. Hang on. What's happening here? Oh, here we go. Okay.
Feel your ancestors.
All right. So this is a feel your ancestors. Oh, that sounds a little fashy, but all right. This is a documentary that was made alongside of Alex Jones' documentary about Bohemian Grove by John Ronson, the British journalist who, you know, he wrote The Men Who Stare at Goats, So You've Been Publicly Shamed. I really like, oh yeah, here we go. Here's Alex in his son's bedroom. This is
sacrificing 10,000 people on some holidays, eating their children's hearts. This is all real. And we see decadent.
This is what this was the InfoWars studio before he made his Bohemian Grove documentary. Like, you know, it's like literally like
empires in their final stages of corruption as they become insane throughout history, engaging in mass.
And he's just a guy, he's able to just sit in front of a fucking microphone and talk forever and always sound like he knows what he's talking about, even when he's completely making it up. Like, he is one of the most talented broadcasters we've ever had. But I want to show you
mass murder
specifically. Where is it? Boy, yeah. Okay.
When it does,
we got the times written down here. 26. So they're about to sneak into Bohemian Grove. Alex Jones and his cameraman Mike, they dress up. They go out and buy khakis, and they try to dress all preppy and stuff. There's a kind of a funny part too where it shows them getting. They're like, this is like the makeover scene where they're like trying on the different stuff.
Mike, for a second. Thank you. So there's like this hat, is one I probably end up wearing.
Looks so handsome.
And then there's this hat.
Let me try that one.
No.
Let me see that one.
Yeah.
Very fun watching Alex Jones get into character for this. But yo, get this. Oh, I haven't seen that. That sounds so interesting to me. The Alex Jones Noam Chomsky interview. Yo, that sounds crazy. I would love to listen to that. But anyway, but what I really wanted to show you was once they get their costumes, they do a little like rehearsal where they're like, okay, let's pretend that we're elites and we're walking around. What are we going to talk about? What are we going to do? All right, here we go. So here's them. And remember when I say Alex Jones should have been an improviser. You know, he should have been like a comedian, like an improviser. Like if he had just been like a fucking guy who did like Dropout, you know, or like Whose Line Is It Anyway? God, what a better world we'd be in today. But here we go.
Conversations.
We're just going to walk normally as we would, calmly, la la la. There's going to be guys sitting there, and we're fat cats, so let's go ahead. But seriously, David, as fast as microprocessors are starting to move, it's getting down to a molecular level. The question is, at what level will just the actual basics of science stop us from making these systems smaller? And it's the entire nanotechnology revolution that I find to be most dynamic.
I agree.
Did you like that?
You know, it's like, I mean, so I don't know if you can pick up what is going on there, but like Alex Jones, this is Alex Jones pretending to be an elite like globalist, and he's trying to talk casually, confidently about things that he imagines one of these people would talk about. And the thing that he's talking about is microprocessors and nanotechnology, that now we've got them down to like as small as you can physically make them, like smaller than a molecule or whatever. And it's just so funny to me, like the way he's able to just, yeah, sure, let me do it. And he's just immediately able to do it. And you can see his camera guy, Mike, is probably like me or like any normal person, not just able to jump into something like that, you know? like, and they do a couple of rounds.
That's what we did last time.
You can say, I agree.
I don't know. It's just going to be natural when we do it. I don't think we should practice, conversations. I think we should just do it. What comes up, comes up. Don't you?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Okay, go ahead. But I really want to know your opinion of nanotechnology.
Look how easily he drops in. He's born for this.
Okay, go ahead. But I really want to know your opinion of nanotechnology. I mean, you've been studying it so closely. We've already got these transistors down to the size of molecules.
It's like this time he's like, Mike didn't really get in on this. And now he's like platforming him. He's like telling him about his character. Well, you've been doing this research.
Question is, when will the science, just the basic laws, stop our progress in the miniaturization process? Doctor.
Are you sure you don't look too preppy?
Well, here we go. The moment of truth. We're driving down. It's a Saturday night here in Occidental in the Bohemian Grove.
Rich guy, casually. Yeah, Sam Rich. And Alex, your prompt is rich guy casually strolling into Bohemian Grove. He's like, oh, okay. Oh, boy, can you imagine? All right. Now, we've been like, that is, okay, I'm so fascinated to find this. Can I just search on YouTube? Alex Jones, Chomsky. It's probably like a long thing though, eh? Oh, only 10, part 1. Okay, half hour. All right. I don't really have time to watch the entire thing. But I mean, I would love to watch this, but because like I do find, like I'll show you another thing I've seen from Alex Jones. There's a video that some guy made, who's like a fan of Alex. Let me see if I can get this up here. Was a fan of Alex, and he was. Oh, sorry, 1 second. He thought that Alex was like really spitting one day and was like, oh, yo, like, I bet I could find it if I just searched Alex Jones elite. It's like him talking about the elite. Shocked over, like, who are the elite? Or explains the elite or something like that. And, no, this is not it either. Okay, no, I have this saved somewhere. 1 sec. Oh, yes. Okay, got it. Yeah, fucking Vimeo link. So long. There we go. And I just thought, like, it sounds like Chomsky, but stupid. It sounds like a dumb... Alex Jones dressing preppy looks like a guy who owns an air conditioner repair place. Yeah. But yeah, no. Like listen to this. Like, this is, somebody heard Alex Jones say this, and they made this like animation of Alex Jones. Like, Alex Jones explains how the elite control politics. Like, this is like the shit that I like. Like, I like this shit. Like, this like, I am actually interested in this subject. Like, this is why I get so into Domhoff. How do the elite control politics? How do a class of people what we call the elite, the upper class, corporate, connected people, how do they exert their influence on politics? How is this very large group of people able to pursue their shared interests separately and together at the same time? How are they able to have this sort of cohesion that a place like Bohemian Grove offers? And this is how Alex explains it.
I wanted to draw a picture for listeners out there, a very simple, crude picture that describes effectively the false left-right paradigm. The Republican Party props up the Democratic Party, and the Democratic Party props up the Republican Party.
This is another thing he used to say all the time. Don't really hear him say this anymore, but he used to talk, I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I'm a patriot. I'm an American patriot. I don't like believing this left-right thing. I don't think there's any of that. All that's bullshit. So this is sort of like he wouldn't make this same point today, but he's talking about how the two parties prop each other up.
If you had one of the political parties standing on its own, when the wind came along, it would just fall over. When revolutionary pressure from the population not liking what's going on, or new groups wanting the power structure, which is the main source of revolution. Most of it is driven by evil, just like the elite is driven by evil.
Yeah, that's a good question. I think this rants from, it's definitely from the Bush era. So it'll be after 9/11. I'm not sure exactly when.
Very rare to have a altruistic revolution. By itself, a single-party system will fall over. Okay? But
it's like, that's not even true, but okay. It's like, if there was only one, it would fall over easily. It's like, I mean, there are dictatorships and one-party states that seem pretty structurally sound, but I get that you're trying to say that they prop each other up. Like, you're making a different point, but okay.
If you take the two-party systems and you lean them up against each other.
This part, he just explains, so far he's like, they prop each other up. And he just spends 3 minutes making that same point without adding anything to it.
It's basically the arch. Their force going together keeps them together.
And I love the guy animating it too. He's like, yep. And he's trying to show you what he says. Like, yeah, it's just the same thing. Yeah, they prop each other up.
And makes it become a very strong, stable platform on which they can build their hierarchical New World Order system.
Okay.
New
World Order, we've talked a little bit about on this stream at various times. Really, really stupid, delusional idea that the governments want, the elite want there to only be one government that rules over everyone on Earth, which is not the case.
So the current two-party system has been dominated and bought up and controlled by the elite that sits atop it.
True.
Now, the elite with a one-party system would not be balanced on...
And he's like, okay, now we're going back to the one-party system. It's like, okay, man, how do you think China works, man?
Top of one party. They would be subject to being toppled.
Why?
Being pushed over easily.
If there was just the Democrats in America and there's no other party, yeah, people would be furious. But you can't just say that's the case with all one party.
But you put the two parties up against each other, they form a royal arch.
Right. You just said that.
And now it's very hard to separate those two because they're leaning up against each other. I mean, this is really simple, but I want to explain this to people.
Mm-hmm.
Check it out, folks.
Okay, I don't get it.
Why do you see so many leftists who mean well, like Rage Against the Machine, Tom Morello, or Henry Rollins?
It's like, why do you see so many leftists who mean well, like Rage Against the Machine? You think Rage Against the Machine likes the Democrats?
Who are right on so many issues, but then believe in leftist policies. We need a global carbon tax.
So yeah. So okay. So this is what he's saying. So he's like, but isn't it interesting the way he's talking? Because this is how I talk about a lot of right-wing conspiracy theorists, where I'm like, a lot of these fucking, right-wing conspiracy guys are like, they're so right about like 90% of it. And in the last second, they're like, and that's why we should murder immigrants or whatever. Like, maybe not that intense, but like they have some thing. Royal Arch, I mean, I don't really know. Is that a term? I think he's just saying when the two parties lean against each other, they form an arch, and he's calling it a Royal Arch because it sounds cool. That's my best guess.
But there's an elite funding that. No. The elite, the big corporations are against it because the
But here's the thing: this is the fucking like 2000s, and he's arguing that like, carbon tax, which is like a very fucking milquetoast, not effective way. I can tell you as a Canadian, not an effective way to reduce carbon emissions. Mostly punishes like people who drive cars at like the bottom of the spectrum, not as much the oil companies themselves. And Alex Jones is literally arguing here. No, don't you see? The elite, they want us to stop using oil. The elite, they want us to kill the oil industry. They don't want us to have oil. They don't want us to keep drilling for oil. That's what the elite want. And when you put in the carbon tax, you're helping the elite. And it's like, literally the opposite is true. Look into the fucking Koch brothers. Look at what they were doing at this time, funding all of these bullshit fucking commercials showing like these, like all of this fucking like Citizens United bullshit, all of this massive billions of dollars spent to brainwash people into believing this fucking psyop bullshit that the oil is like, necessary, that global warming isn't real. Like, Alex, you got tricked. These other guys, fucking Morello and, Henry Rollins, like that shit they were right. I mean, again, carbon tax, not great. But yeah, who can forget that epic Rage Against the Machine song about carbon taxes? Some of those that pay taxes are the same that burn gases. That could actually work. Fuck you.
Media advertises that big corporations and oil companies.
Okay, you got there first. Some of those that work forces are the same that roll coals is.
Against it, Henry Rollins doesn't have the documents.
And this is another thing that pisses me off so much about Alex Jones. His whole thing, he's always like, and I got the documents right here. I got them right here. And he'll pick up just like a random piece of paper. I got it right here. This is like a known fact. We know this. It says it right here. Look. And he'll show it, like wave it too fast so you can't. Yeah, I got it right here. Yeah. Actually, it turns out oil is good for the earth and the elites. It says right here. I have the documents. This is the problem, is the Morello, he hasn't read this. If he read this, he would see. But I don't know how he would ever read it, because like I never actually show the documents or tell you what they are even, or tell you where you can get them, or upload them to my website, which I could easily do, but for some reason I don't. But you just kind of got to believe me. I got documents. I have the documents. That's what he said. That's what he fucking kept saying, like all through Pizzagate. We've got sources. Sources tell us this. Some high-level sources, absolute, very reliable, trustworthy. You gotta trust me. Have I ever lied to you? The dude has said that to Joe Rogan so many times. Joe, have I ever said something that was from a source that didn't actually exist? Answer me honestly. Have I ever done that? And Rogan will be like, no, of course not. You always have sources. You just, for some reason, never show us what they are.
It doesn't understand that actually that's part of a sophisticated game that, the big corporations say publicly, we don't want this, it's bad, while they actually fund it. They know the public's awake to the fact that they're corrupt, so the public will be fooled and go and support the agenda.
What a brain dead way to think about the world. What a brain dead way to think about the world. And then he has the nerve to be like, and these leftists, they mean well, they just don't understand because they don't have these documents. They don't know that actually oil is good and that will help us. The more we drill, the better our lives will be. What a stupid, like literally doing the bidding of the elite. Like Sam Cedar has a line where he's like, if Alex Jones didn't exist, the CIA would invent him. God, this guy's so useful to those people.
It's please don't throw me in the briar patch. It's the old briar rabbit situation.
Briar rabbit.
Here's the political field. And this is where the population resides.
And I love that the guy animating this, like he must have heard this and be like, whoa, that's so true. And he like ripped it and he was like, I'm gonna do a whole animation. And then I guarantee you, as he was animating, because I've done shit like this too. As he's animating, he's like, it's a lot of the same imagery over and over again. Okay, I guess I'll put people in this one.
Here's the political field, and this is where the population resides. And then we supposedly, through the grassroots, come up into the political party.
Okay, so yeah, I think this was, I mean, at least the animation was done during the campaign between Obama and McCain. So this would have been this would have been around 2008, the end of the Bush era.
Okay. And then they lean on each other, as I was saying earlier, and support each other.
Yeah. You said that they lean on each other a number of times.
If they're standing alone.
Yeah, no, got that. If they're standing alone, the resistance can not
pressure of revolution or of new power structures will easily topple it and blow it over. But
not true, but I heard you say that. Yeah.
Leaning together, it's not going to fall down. Okay? Now, I know that's simple. But let me give you an everyday example of this. As I said, the left sees all of these evil mainline Republicans who we know are liars and who the media even exposes as being liars. They see them lying about everything else. So if the Republicans come out and say, we're against a global carbon tax, well, then by God, I'm for a global carbon tax.
That is true. I mean, I do think that that's an issue. Is that everybody's just like always anti-Republican, even when they're right, which is barely ever. But occasionally, I can't even think of an example off the top of my head, but I know I have seen this. People just disagree with Trump because he's Trump. You know, it's not a massive issue though. It doesn't really happen that much.
And so that's how the two sides leaning up against each other give the other side support.
What do you mean? You just said the same thing like 18 times. What are you talking about? What conclusion did you get there from there?
So Democrats over here, Republicans over here. Republicans attack Barack Obama.
Okay.
And then the Democrats attack John McCain. And then the population who's down here is trained to see John McCain as representing them personally, as being their daddy, of where their personal power comes from, of their camp, their brand name, their brand of soda, 100%. Their brand of automobile, Ford or Chevy. And so this is a controlled paradigm. And so we have Republicans attacking Democrats, and that's the force against them.
Yeah, okay, so I'm still hearing the thing about them leaning against each other. But doesn't this sound like if Chomsky was an idiot? Like, it's like the whole, like as Chomsky will talk about the spectrum of acceptable political thought, the Overton window, that, you know, very lively debate is able to be held within this tiny, tiny little area on the political spectrum that's more to the right. And anything outside of that sounds insane. But it's like, and Jones is sort of saying that, but he's not really saying anything at all. He's saying that, like, the overall thing is the two parties are the same and leftists mean well, but they're actually helping the elite.
And you have Democrats attacking Republicans, and that's the force against them. And really, it's one unit supporting themselves and containing.
Yeah, Chomsky without Marx. It's like Chomsky without, like, class, an understanding of class dynamics.
Meaning revolution, so that the people who were down here.
Also, I hate to say it, with way more charisma than Chomsky. Imagine, like, somebody with the charisma of Alex Jones and the brain of Chomsky, and without any of the Epstein connections of Chomsky. That is what we need. That's what we need in this world.
Never learn that there is a world outside of this controlled paradigm. We are locked within the left-right paradigm, and then it becomes this huge pageant, this huge distraction where we analyze every facet of the two political parties, never realizing they themselves are simply a front or puppets for a larger power structure. Now, this is incredibly simple, but that's how this works. And then the two parties can limit the issues that are debated to this controlled paradigm. They can limit the scope of differences, which, if you look at it, there's almost no difference between the two, instead of getting the people to look outside the box at the wider world.
Yeah. Trying to find the Chomsky quote I'm thinking of here, but Caitlin Johnstone's website. 1 second. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So here's what Chomsky said about the Overton window. The smart way to keep people passive and obedient is to strictly limit the spectrum of acceptable opinion, but allow very lively debate within that spectrum, even encourage the more critical and dissident views. That gives people the sense that there's free thinking going on, while all the time the presuppositions of the system are being reinforced by the limits put on the range of debate. So which is like Jones must have read this, right? Like there's enough of Chomsky in what Jones was saying there that I'm like, does he know what he's talking about? A lot of fascism comes from right-wing people who have like reprehensible views. Will hear a left-wing populist say something and be like, ooh, that sounded good. Let me take that. Let me steal that, like the aesthetics of that, or like some of the language there and some of the way that speaks to the, masses, the stagnating masses yearning for freedom, whatever. Let me take some of that, but then also let me the actual substance of it, let me remove it and replace it with total bullshit or bigotry. This is why the Nazis called themselves National Socialists. Yeah. This is why Steve Bannon right now is talking about how we need to, the U.S. needs to have Medicare for all, free healthcare. It's it's like fascists need to do that shit. Yeah, he probably heard Henry Rollins quote Chomsky or something. It doesn't seem like he really understood it, but he is the guy he's talking about, trapped in the paradigm. If he even is. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to figure out sometimes what he even believes, what he even thinks. I think right now he's a complete fucking sellout and a psychopath who's no, I'm not gonna make he's totally partisan, and I do think I understand that the Republican Party, Trump is I think AOC said something like Trump is the symptom, he's not the disease, right? The Republican Party has been trending towards Donald Trump for long before Trump entered politics himself. But I can sort of see the way that Trump is different than any other Republican president, and the way that Alex Jones has glommed onto him and become such a full-throated supporter. I don't think that is purely hypocritical. I just think that it reveals the fucked up evil politics that Alex Jones actually had the whole time, even while he was, trying to act like he was this man of the people, talking about how the two-party system is blah, 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 blah. I think that there is a sense in that Trump does represent what Jones wanted all along. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. Yeah, he bought into Trump early, hard, think he's stuck now. Yeah. Or it could also be as simple as that. Yeah, he definitely did. And I think that if you look at him during Pizzagate, I kept getting the sense when I was making my video on Pizzagate, watching so much InfoWars, I kept getting the sense, oh man, he really thinks that Trump is going to lose. He's so certain that Trump is going to lose. So all this shit about Hillary being Satan, kills babies, blah, 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 blah. This was intended to become ammunition for what he assumed to be the Hillary Clinton era. He did not expect Trump to win. And when Trump won, that kind of backfired on him in a way, where he was never supposed to be a guy who was so in favor of, politician. What did he not like about Bush? I mean, he didn't like, actually, I can show you, we still have it up here. Or do we? No, Secret Rules of the World. I had Alex Jones's, yeah. So here's Alex Jones' documentary about Bohemian Grove. Check out how it ends. This is the end.
The Empire's on the run!
Hang on, I gotta go back. hang on. This is going to be worth it. So here he is. He's going to yell at Bush through his megaphone.
I want to make it clear
and
that
his friend here is wearing a George Bush
Republican
mask.
nor Democrat.
And he's got like this.
But the facts speak for itself. George Bush Sr., Jr., even their grandfather Prescott Bush were all members of the Bohemian
Occult
Club.
practitioner. Oops.
So we dropped by to
Occult practitioner, Bohemian Grove.
well, let them know that we're fully aware of their activities.
This is massive. This is how George Bush dresses up. Right here. We got him on tape. This is how they dress up. Right here. In red and black robes. A little more pointy, though, like the Klan. We've got him on tape. This is how George Bush dresses.
He's like trying to make the hood point. He's like, but it's not perfect. All right. Well, listen, it didn't totally live up to my expectations or anything. He's like pulling up the top of it. Like it's more pointy and scary. Like imagine this, but like it doesn't look silly and ridiculous. Imagine this, but it's not an embarrassing, humiliating moment for me. Think about it. Think of it. Like this was him in 2000 before this documentary came out. He wanted to form a mob, you know, in front of the fucking steps of power. This is what he could put together. There's one guy. And then smash cut to Jan 6th.
Here when he's in the Bohemian Grove. This is how he dresses. We've already put it on television. Absolutely disgusting. George Bush isn't a conservative. He's not for family values. He is nothing
George Bush is not a conservative. He's not for family values. He is nothing.
but a Luciferian twit. A Luciferian twit, boy.
Luciferian twit.
You may think you can feed on the human population. We say no to you. We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Long live the Constitution.
Yeah, that's very Spirit Halloween. Yeah.
Yes, to the New World Order.
Like Bush, occult practitioner, and then it says Bohemian Grove, really small underneath. Like, I can't believe that he even included this.
We stand firm. We stand strong.
And there's something on the other side, too. What does it say?
Yes, to the New World Order. We stand firm.
What does it say? Infowars.com. Infowars.
We stand strong for America against your evil, Bush. And we're going to get this story out, and we're going to continue to push it because the truth will not.
Like, there's people watching. Like, there's something magnetic about him, right? Like, he is kind of like a, who the fuck is this guy? Something about the way he talks makes him kind of fascinating. But there aren't people supporting the thing.
That you are part of a 3,000-plus-year-old devil cult with the owls mowing from Babylon as well as Tyre. We have the high priest admitting all this. We have it on videotape. It is documented. It is documented. A Luciferian devil worshiper. Already people all over Austin are talking about it. We're not afraid of you. We're not afraid of your minions.
This is the real, like, he says several times in this documentary and in other places, but in this documentary, he says several times, and I'm not a Republican. I'm not a right wing, left wing, blah, 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 blah. I hate communists and I hate Satan or whatever. But he's like, it's like, oh, so you're a Republican then. But like, no, I guess both parties hate communists and Satan, but yeah, I don't know. He's clearly like a right wing guy who's unhappy with both parties and thinks of them both as like this sort of elite class. And he's not wrong about that, but his analysis about why that is something about like, I guess just like for him going to Bohemian Grove, the important thing to understand is that ceremony is a satanic child sacrifice to Moloch. He's not interested in the actual like class dynamics at play here, the way that like Domhoff is, and how Domhoff talks about this class cohesion and the way that all of these people from like pretty disparate parts of elite, America, like you got the oil guys in the South and you got like the Wall Street guys. Like these are not people who will just instantly get along and agree on everything. So they have an event like Bohemian Grove where they can all hang out and they can talk to each other and they can get to know each other and they can have an understanding of the elite class around the country and have a sense of belonging, right? He used to be friends with Hicks. Is that true? As a lot of people also think that Bill Hicks is Alex Jones, that Bill Hicks didn't die. He just became Alex Jones. That is a very popular theory. He did a video with Hicks outside the Waco compound? Really? I mean, that would make sense. They were both very into that. Okay.
That we're waking our minions up every day with the hardcore evidence. We know your father met 11 times.
Skull and Bones documentary. I think this is the one that they did after Bohemian Grove. And then he theorized that, which is completely untrue and made up, like zero evidence for this. He thinks that Skull and Bones created Bohemian Grove. It was based on Skull and Bones. Like, no, man. Excuse me. Bill Hicks, Alex Jones. Well, here's somebody who, like, you can see all of the results here are people who think that they're the same guy. Let's just see one of those for fun.
Contracted, I mean, it was like a good rent-a-car.
Take a look at Reno and her serpent-like advisors behind her, and all she is a clicking, sputtering lizard, a vessel that international evils just porn into. And man,
that's
I'm
Alex
telling
Jones.
you, well, enough semantics. Back to the program.
That doesn't sound anything like Bill Hicks. And it says he didn't have the fake voice worked out yet in 1994. That was his first year playing the character of Alex Jones.
Help wake some people up about what's going on in our nation. Hope this is help wake some people up about what's going on in our nation.
That does sound crazy, though. That does not sound like him at all. 1984.
All right, Austin, I think my mic's back up, and I put that together this week. It's kind of a compilation of different stuff I've run. There you have it, in your face, and they're not ashamed one damn bit of what they're doing, and they are really getting the dregs of society now into our law enforcement, especially our federal law enforcement, and they're rooting
He
out
would have been like 20 in 1994. How old's Alex Jones? 1974. Yeah. He would have been exactly 20 years old in that clip. So yeah, he sounds different because he hasn't been screaming for like a few decades straight, destroying his throat.
Now I'm coming.
Fuck. I have so many tabs open right now. Trying to find where I just was. There you go.
people. It's not just Alex Jones, it's people like Frederick Whitehurst. He's one of the heads of the FBI crime lab. When the Sterling record came out and said that this is wrong.
But yeah, people think that literally is Bill Hicks. I don't know that they ever met. Alex Jones accepts Bill Hicks Award. Alex Jones is Bill Hicks documentary. Alex Jones called Bill 3 times live on air. Bill Hicks never died. Alex Jones is Bill Hicks. Alex Jones is lying to us, secretly Bill Hicks. Has Alex Jones been replaced? Where did Bill Hicks go? Alex Jones' own son, Rex Jones, admits his father is legendary comedian Bill Hicks. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I don't know that they ever met. Like, I mean, maybe they did. And Waco would make sense for way. Oh, there's a clip of him near the end.
He said the FBI has been manufacturing evidence. I've had the newspaper articles here, but your police are authorized to work detectives and homicide and just everything. They're investigators, you name it.
The lingerie, probably from that little flub at the beginning of the stream. This has been a weird stream. This has been a very unplanned, kind of all over the place stream. But I've been having fun with it. But you know what? It's past the witching hour, and I better go, or fiance Goblin will be upset that she has so much to edit. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I don't know. Was this an abrupt way to end it? I don't know. I've just been kind of farting around with this Alex Jones stuff. But I had fun. I learned some stuff. I'm definitely going to check out that Chomsky Alex Jones video, because I'm very curious to see like where they agree, where they part ways, and maybe next stream I'll take you through like what I consider the highlights of that. So yes, thanks for the recommendation. And yeah, if you do know anybody, like if you have that fucking clip of Hicks and Jones meeting, I would love to see it. If it exists, I would be super curious. So I'm going to throw you guys the Discord link. If anybody isn't in the Discord, hop in there, get in the Gobcord. It's good. There's been a lot of activity lately. We've been doing a lot of kind of research. We go over the Epstein Files, go over whatever stuff we want. It's been cool. Thanks, Alwo. Appreciate you. Hell yeah, gang. All right. And that's it for me. Talk to you guys another day of the... I'll see you guys next week.